time for UW Stevens Point hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Follow the Pointers all season long as they battle in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Pointers hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, US Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins at Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports and Under Armour. And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. I'm Tom Weaver, as always, by my side, Sean McMahon.
Yes, absolutely.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You are good. Pointers pulled a rabbit out of a hat last night. Yeah. Sean blew a 4-2 lead in the third period and somehow found a way to get Tyler German open in front of the net with 35 seconds or go in the third period. That's a big 3 points the Pointers got last night. And to be honest, recovering from games like last night where you don't play very well, you know, is what championship teams do. Yeah. Finding a way to turn that into a win instead of a tie or even a loss, whatever it is, down the stretch. Those are the games you think about, what went your way along the line.
Oh, absolutely. And a game in last night where they had spurts of good play. I mean, the second period, the Pointers played pretty well, scoring a couple goals, including a power play goal. But then for some reason in the third period came out flat, and River Falls took it to them. And the Falcons are game. They are trying to get their game together to make a big stretch run, and I think you hit it on the head last night when we talked real quick. Nobody's out of this, right?
Yep.
So everyone's going to give everybody their A game. Yep. Normally, in the last few years, you get to a team like River Falls, they're out of it. They're done. You don't know how much they're going to come back. Everybody's trying to keep themselves in this thing and get their games molded for the last few weeks of the season and the playoffs.
A win tonight, and then you go into Wednesday, and then next weekend presents the opportunity for some serious separation at the top of the conference standings.
Yep.
And you can really swing things in your way, but it all starts right here tonight. Coach Krieger, Coach Crom have made some lineup changes here. 3 new forwards into the lineup that didn't play last night. And you'll hear from Coach coming up a little bit. That isn't an option some years in the past that they've had. There have been times when you get to this point in the season when you've got every live body because of injuries or whatever in the lineup and really not much latitude to pull guys here and there. Stevens Point on a nightly basis has 3 or 4 guys in the lineup that would be in the lineup for most other teams in the world, but not good enough. So now you push each other and get things going. We will see 3 new fresh faces in the lineup for the Pointers tonight.
And it's the secret to success, right? The depth and the power and the skill of this team for Coach Krieger to take 3 forwards out and bring 3 fresh bodies in and bring a senior goaltender into the mix tonight as well. I mean, that is huge for the Pointers.
Yep, it is. For the Falcons, they're just going to have to come out and do what they did last night. They were right there at the end, and that is their game.
Yep.
I wouldn't expect anything differently from them. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Get you set for the opening faceoff. Stevens Point, River Falls, WIAC Game 2. Head coach of the Pointers coming up next on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Continue with our Pointer pregame show on the Pointers Sports Network. Tonight, Pointers hosting River Falls. Game 2 of this WIAC series. Pointers got a 5-4 win last night, and we'll look to sweep the series here tonight at Willett Arena. We talk now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. And Coach, able to pull a rabbit out of a hat last night. I know when we talked afterward, it was one of those things of just kind of a strange night overall, but somehow you found a win, and that's really the bottom line, isn't it?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, you guys know me well enough to know that the results don't exactly dictate whether we had success or not. I mean, I think, it's a big game in our standings in the pairwise to get those 3 points, not to go to overtime, but at the end of the day, it's just compiling on top of another. We got things we got to work on, so, I mean, we can't let it get to that point. We got things that we need to clean up within our game, and it's not one thing. It's a lot of little things and kind of just unity together.
as you come through. Is it a case where, are there video things to find, show, and point out, or are we beyond that and it's between the ears?
Yeah, no, it's video. It's execution. I mean, it's execution comes down to it. I mean, schematically and structurally, we're okay in our D zone. We're okay once we get going in the O zone, but it's everything in between. We're a little bit disjointed, so that's why it's a little bit like a ping pong match, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and not that controlled, push them on their heels style where we wear them out for the first 30 minutes. I think you really haven't got to that point where we put them on their heels for 30 minutes and got to that. So it's a lot of little things that add up and they kind of snowball. One guy turns the puck over here, then it screws the next line over. They start in the defensive zone, they can't break it out, and just compounds. So we got some good video, we got some good stuff. I think we're in a good spot, and I think we're in a good spot to get an answer tonight from some guys.
And also, I think your power play coming along here. 3 straight games with a power play goal here, and I think 9-10 shots somewhere in that neighborhood. That's been, for a work in progress, it's coming, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I feel good about that. I mean, we feel pretty good about where they're at and the way they've been humming. Thought they've had some good opportunities. We just haven't had a lot of power play opportunities this year, which stems from, I don't think we've done a good job of pushing teams on their heels and making them draw penalties against us. But it's something that it's the one thing we can point to that is clicking in the right direction right now. We're going to need it at different points in games. Like third period there, if we cash a power play goal in this 2 power plays, 5-2 game, we're maybe not in that scenario. So, we're good. We just got to take another step tonight on that end of it.
I think the other thing is you're really seeing the fruits of your recruitment efforts paying off this time of the year. There have been times at this time of the year where you've had basically every live body that you could in the lineup here. You've got some healthy guys sitting on the sidelines at night here, and that breeds that healthy competition, which is a little bit different than it's been in some years past, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the 27 guys we have. We have pretty confidence in all of them. This is as deep all the way around as we've been in a few years. It's good to see. It's what we need. This stretch, this 5-game stretch we're on, we're going to need everybody, at some point in time. So I think we got guys in the lineup tonight that are going to be hungry and give us that spark that we're looking for.
Really out the door with a bang here tonight. Is that a big message?
Yeah, let's start a game on time and killer instinct right from the get-go.
Yeah, you have a real opportunity here over the next couple of weeks here with who you're playing, where they are in the standings, to really solidify things to keep moving on. And, it's all about execution, especially against those teams around you.
For sure. Conference games, there's no unknowns. It's big game tonight, big games coming up. But these are the fun ones. Second game of a weekend, conference game. It's kind of lay it all on the table, and we got to get going here.
All right, Coach, good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. Mark coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point. All right, back here at Willard Arena, both teams on the ice here for Game 2 here tonight. And I know that Steve Freeman and the Falcons a little bit of a short bench here tonight, Sean, so I do not see a whole lot of changes for them. They've jumbled a couple of guys around where they're playing, but, I think Steve Freeman bringing what he had to the dance here for the weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Going once again. All right, so our starting lineups here tonight. First of all, for the Falcons of UW River Falls, the goaltender is Dean Buchholz, 6 feet, 185, and a junior out of Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Took the loss last night, game number 11 and start number 7 for him. He's 2-4-1, a goals against average of 3.18, save percentage of .871. On defense, it's Aiden Torres, 6'2", 210, and a freshman out of Hingham, Massachusetts. And Josh Martin, 6'3", 210, and a junior out of Brownstown, Michigan. Up front, the center is Noah Roof, 5'10", 185, and a junior out of O'Fallon, Missouri. The right wing is Dylan Smith, 6'1", 195, and a freshman out of Plainfield, Illinois. And the left wing is Mike Gillette, 6'3", 210, and a senior out of Middletown, New Jersey. Head coach of the Falcons, Steve Freeman, in his 27th season, now .430, 227, and 62. Sean Roadhouse, his assistant for the WIC and Wisconsin Hockey Hall of Famer, Steve Freeman. For the Pointers, EW Stevens Point, Ryan Wagner will get the start started net here tonight, 5'11", 175, and a senior out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Game number 7 for him. 3-2-0 is the record for Ryan Wagner, and 2.26 on the save percentage. The defensemen are Brett Humberstone, 6 feet 195, and a junior out of Kingston, Ontario. Harrison Stewart, 6'1", 195, and a junior out of Rockford, Illinois. Up front, Connor Witherspoon scored another goal for the Pointers last night, and 5'11", 175, and a junior out of Metamora, Michigan. So did Dawson Chirino, 5'10", 175, and a sophomore out of Greensburg, Pennsylvania. The left wing is Sean Bunting, 6 feet 190, and a freshman out of Phoenix, Arizona. So Sean Bunting back in the starting lineup again for the Pointers. 4th straight game here after a long rehab road back to injury. From injury, back in the lineup here once again. So the rest of the Pointer lineup on the forward lines: Andrew Poulias centers Matthew Falls and Jordan Fader. Noah Finstrom centers Tyler German and Fletcher Anderson. Isaac Moberg will center Jake Tice, who's back in the lineup tonight, along with Quentin Hill. He will game number 2 for him, for the freshman out of Coquitlam, British Columbia. Jordan Rue, the junior out of Champlin, Minnesota, will dress as the 13th forward. The other defensive pairings: Nicholas Aromatario and Brady Smith, Nick Gunrowski and Mick Hennigan, and again, Humberstone Stewart get the start. Matthias Smith, Alex Proctor will back up Ryan Wagner in the pipes here tonight. So, Sean, basically it is Quentin Hill, Jake Tice, and Jordan Rue in the lineup, and it is Sam Ide, Cody Moline, Wilson Northey out of the lineup for Coach Krieger here tonight. We'll take a break, come back with the opening face-off. Pointers and Falcons, Game 2 of this WIC series. Face-off is coming up next here on the Pointers Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg from cable. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu. All right, ready to roll here from Willett Arena. Big one here in the WIC. Pointers and the Falcons. Sean, one final already early today, and better strap it on. UW Stout beats Northland 4-2. Sean, Northland had a 2-1 lead with 2 minutes to go in that game. The Blue Devils score 3 goals in 48 seconds to get the win. They keep rolling. They are bared down and ready for the Pointers in Menominee next weekend. Other finals from the NCHA today. Lake Forest takes 4 out of 6 points from the number 3 ranked team in the country, Adrian, with a 5-3 win. Concordia, Wisconsin beats MSOE 3-2 in overtime. Finlandia beats Lawrence in overtime 6-5. One other game, St. Norbert at Marion. Sean, last night, the Green Knights at home blew a 4-2 lead in the third period, or 3-2 lead, or a 2-goal lead in the third period, and ended up losing in a shootout. Pointers got to be ready to go and be focused and dialed in here, as we'll see. Sean Hauser, Nick Biondic, the referees, Jason Peters, James Mazer will work the lines, and already seems a little more jump in the building here tonight. Students, of course, back in school on Monday, and that ends a little bit full. And here's Brett Humberstone. Will dump it down off the opening face-up. We are underway. Aiden Torres back around. Pointers physical play here, trying to free it up early on. Behind the net they go. Aiden Torres again around to the far side. Comes right in front. Shot whistles through from the far side by Sean Bunting. Whistle and a penalty call coming up here. And what do we have? A penalty against the Pointers in the opening minute. It was River Falls last night. Sean, tonight it'll be the Falcons that will go on the power play. As, who is it? I think is it Brett Humberstone that will go off, and the Falcons will go to the power play here, an interference call.
So we'll run the power play numbers quickly here for the Falcons coming into tonight. They're 11 of 71, 15.5%, fifth place in the WIAC, 58th in the country coming into the weekend. They were 1 for 2 last night. Pointer penalty kill good has been good. 46 of 50, 92% even. That's second best in the WIAC, and then coming into the weekend, they were ranked second in the country. Yep. So
and
rolling along.
Falcons did get a power play goal last night and snapped a string of 14 straight kills of the Pointers.
They're having a little bit of an issue with the
clock here. Yep, they'll get the penalty up. So Humberstone off for interference. And the Falcons an opportunity to set the tone here early. But they chip it out, and it comes right out of the zone. Out of midair, Alex Davis couldn't hold it. Now here's Stevens Point back the other way. Now the Falcons at center ice. They'll feed it to the far boards. Burke Simpson brings it in. Simpson looking back door, nothing there. Rattles it around to the near side to Billy Fetchko. Fetchko behind again, centering pass in front. Ryan Wagner with a shot and a whistler right over the top of the cage after Wagner sent it right between the circles to one of the Falcons. Now they'll set it up again. Down low they come again. Try to center, nothing there. Back to Fetchko on the near side. Out high to the point. One-timer off the outside of the net on the far side. Far side Pointers try to gain control of it, and they will, as McHennigan will get it and blast it the length of the ice. Minute 15 to go in the power play here early on for the Falcons. I don't know, Sean, maybe the kill is what you need to get a little jump.
going. Yep.
All right. Pointers a very flat start and a very flat finish last night, minus Tyler German with 35 seconds to go. Rattles around the boards in the zone deep bar the Falcons. Dylan Smith after it. Smith brings it out high. It's Noah Roof on the near side. Roof, they'll set it up half wall in the far side. That's Mike Gillette. Far side. Now the Falcons bring it back, top of the near face-off circle. Roof will reverse back off again. He'll shove a pass to the far side. Can't get a shot. They'll come in right in front. Shot save made by Wagner. Pointers blast the rebound and it ricochets. Finally, I believe it's Andrew Poulias that gets it off the far wall down the length of the ice.
Yeah, great job by Poulias as River Falls transfers back quick.
And a whistle and an offsides here against the Falcons.
We didn't see Dean Buckholz play the puck very much, and that time very aggressive off of Andrew Poulias' clearing from behind his own net. Grabbed the puck at the far face-off dot and tried to force offense and catch the Pointers in a penalty kill change. And they'll call it
Sean, I was looking at the Falcons lineup here, and the Pointers through 3 games here have not seen Noah Gansky at all out of the lineup. Not here for the weekend, we understand. And you look back, some of their other guys, Gib Cody.
Yep.
I'm assuming injury, hasn't played since December 3rd. Vilho Saraluma since December 10th. I know Steve Freeman told us they had some season-ending injuries that they've been a little short-handed. So here's the Falcons with 15 to go in the power play. Alex Davis right through the middle, feeds it off far side. Tyler German rubs him out on the far side. Hennigan will get it off the near wall, sends it back down the length of the ice. Pretty simple kill there for the Pointers, who've done a nice job. Far corner it goes. Burke Simpson there. Simpson gains possession of it. German with it again. He'll ham it up. Pointers back at full strength. Noah Finstrom out there for the Pointers. Far corner looks to center. Falcons take it away. Connor McGrath. McGrath scored the first goal for the Falcons last night. That they just kept hanging around and hanging around. Now it's McGrath. Zips it up on the left wing through the middle. Burke Simpson works it deep. Ryan Wagner leaves it for Aromatario. Aromatario up, Bunting on the near side, sends it back to the far side behind Dawson Chirino. He'll chip it right wing, Brady Smith. Smith gets rocked but gets the puck deep. Nick Bunting, near side, works it free. Centering pass almost hits Chirino. He'll work to get it back. Hennigan pokes it. Now here's Witherspoon with it. Witherspoon on high, shot fired. Rebound loose in front. Bunting hammering at it in front of the net, and he'll get out and cover it up. Boy, Sean Bunting taking a shot up high with a stick and a broken stick down as well.
And he is trying to fire up this Pointer forward group, Tom.
Wow.
He came off the bench after the penalty kill and absolutely went to work. A couple big hits, got the puck in, and then was able to go to work right in front of Dean Bolko, the goaltender for River Falls, and almost found himself right on the doorstep with some loose change.
Dean Buchholz here early, Sean, a couple of scrambles, has done a nice job. I don't think the Pointers did very well in the goalmouth scramble department last night either.
Nope.
Now off the face-off, here's Quentin Hill with a shot. That goes wide. Hill out there for the first time tonight, second game here. Now long-range shot coming through, deflected, goes wide. Jordan Rue out there for Stevens Point. So Quentin Hill, Jordan Rue, Isaac Moberg. Thought Isaac Moberg worked his tail off last night for the Pointers.
He was good.
Big face-off win to set up the end. Now near side, Quentin Hill. Hill now to Moberg on the near side. He'll get it deep. Stevens Point didn't have trouble getting the puck deep last night, Sean. It was after that just couldn't dig it free and do it again. Long-range pass out of the reach here of Anthony Vidrick. And no icing call. Now Ryan Wagner misplays it a bit near side. Falcons bring it out high. Scooping shot. Blocker to side. That goes wide. Chasing after it there, Dylan Smith for the Falcons. Smith looks to bring it out high. He's picked up there by Harrison Stewart. Long-range shot comes through on the near side. Jordan Rue reaching for it. Poulias out there as well. And the Falcons bring it back up high again. They'll look to get free for a shot. Try to redirect to the side of the net. Matthew Falls reaching here and nothing doing. Some puck possession here for the Falcons. They spin right in front. Pad save made by Ryan Wagner. And it goes to the far boards. Stewart will get it. Shoves it around to Humberstone in the near corner. He'll let it go ahead. Jordan Rue tried to chip it up, but the Falcons send it right back in. Poulias a big hit. Freed it up as it comes around the board. Stewart after it again. Falcons are winning in the foot races here early on. Jordan Rue, he's been out there a while here. Now keeps it free on the near side. Now they'll chip it ahead. Pointers will get it out. And Matthew Falls going to try to win a foot race. They will wave off the icing call as he got to the dots.
Good hard
around
work.
to the far side. Fletcher Anderson holds it in. Anderson long-range shot. Glove save made by Buchholz. He'll hang on. 15-10 to go in the first. Still scoreless.
Yeah, good push by the Falcons there, Tom, and they were able to get a couple good scoring chances on their first real big offensive rush of the night. And go ahead.
Stevens Point won their third straight in this series last night. Now leads at 70-62-10. Stevens Point now 19-2-2 in the last 23 games against the Falcons. That is a good chunk of the Tyler Krieger, Chris Brooks era.
Yes, sir.
Head. Pulling it back. Here is Brady Smith. Send it ahead. Connor McGrath will pick it up. He'll flip it deep. Romatario behind the net. Burke Simpson beats him to the puck, and the Falcons will cycle it again. Near side, good hit here. Good shot blocked by Noah Finstrom. Falcons scoop it deep. Out of the near side, Billy Fetchko. He'll send it wide. Now here's the Pointers, Tyler German. Last night's hero in the right wing. Cross the red line, will pull it in. Walks through a defender, keeps it going. Chips it behind the net. Romatario and Fletcher Anderson in there. Anderson with it. Had his stick tied up from behind, but still battles to hold it. Now they'll poke it free. Romatario in there. Chirino covering his point here on the near side. Boy, they would love to slide it out to Dawson Chirino. Instead comes around near corner. Chirino on his horse. He'll play position and cut it off on the near side. Looks to center it. Hennigan wide of him on the far side. Comes out of the zone. Hennigan cycles back. Chirino kicks it to his forehand. Now loses a defender. Feeds it ahead. Here comes Bunting with Gunrowski. Bunting, low range shot. I should say low shot to the ice. A long range shot. Oh, a big hit here on Gunrowski. Freed it up. Bunting after it again. Now out into the neutral zone it goes. Ends up to Valentino Passarelli. 1-on-4. Chirino blasts him on the far side. Puck kicks free. And here's Witherspoon ahead just off the stick of Bunting. Or he and Dawson Chirino are off on a 2-on-1. 13:35 to go in the first. Still scoreless. Bunting will chase it down, but the Falcons able to win that battle. In on, wide of Ryan Wagner, throws it out. Pointers off the glass and out. Into the defender, scooping it there, Matt Clark. Isaac Moberg in with a hit, tried to free it up, picking it up. Arseny Smeknov with it, he'll send it deep. Harrison Stewart around to the far side for Quentin Hill. Quentin Hill back, and Jake Tice feeds it ahead. Here comes Moberg. Moberg in on the far side, puts the brakes on, gets it deep. Jake Tice will go after it. He's taken down in the far corner. Moberg pokes it free. Hill hustling, but just can't hold it in. He'll shove it back to Brady Smith. He'll retreat back into his own end. Smith at the red line to Moberg. He'll gather it in. Good puck possession here by Isaac. He'll look to center it. Instead sends it deep off the stick of a defender. Falcons look to bang bang it right back out they do. Lead pass for Gillette ahead. That's broken up, and Romatario back to get it. Matthew Falls. Falls with some speed. He'll come right up center ice, get it deep. Buckholz will steer that aside. Oh, instead, he'll hold it in and cover it. We'll get a whistle. 12:38 to go here in the first. Feel a little better about the body language of the Pointers here early on.
A lot better. They're looking for some hits, Tom, playing a little bit more aggressive and want to get that puck deep again. Doing that here, but the 50-50 puck battles, and it comes down to the little things here once conference play starts. But you get another offensive zone face-off here for the Pointers.
All right, far side. Falcons pick it up. Gillette ahead around Brady Smith. So Romatario. And Gillette poked it away from him from behind. Brady Smith, nifty move to get free. Smith up ahead. Brady Smith scored his first goal of the season last night. He'll carry it in on the far side. Centering pass. Here comes Jordan Fader. Walks in. Shot blocked by the Falcons. And here's Jordan Fader. Fader looks to center. Instead brings it out high to Hennigan. Hennigan will turn. Fires a shot. Hit a shin pad on the way through to the near side. Now coming in. Falls will hold it in. He'll cycle the puck deep once again. Back around for Jordan Fader on the far side. He'll scoop a backhander around. Nick Gonrowski in there on the near side to try to dig it free with Noah Finstrom. Now to Fader. Fader near corner. Cycles it. German coming right up the middle. Hennigan at the half wall on the far side will hold it in. German with a backhander toward the net and cleared aside there by Logan Severson of the Falcons. Around it goes. And goes deep. Hennigan behind the net. He'll cycle it around near corner as the Falcons will change here. 11:30 to go here in the first period. We're still scoreless. German ahead. It goes straight up in the air at the blue line. German pushed it ahead toward Witherspoon. Falcons come away with it. Here comes Connor McGrath. McGrath in, firing a shot. Ooh, bounced in front of Ryan Wagner. He'll make the save and hang on. 11:18 to go here in the first.
Made a good save by Ryan. Able to glove get it down in his midsection, down in the butterfly, being aggressive and playing those angles. Other games in the WIAC, the only one we're going to be keeping an eye on, Tom, going on in Eau Claire as UW Superior and the Blue Golds play game 2 of their series.
And it was Stout beating Northland earlier today, 4-2 on a stunner. That's like equal to what the Pointers did to Superior earlier in the year.
Exactly.
Minus the overtime.
Yeah.
All right, Bunting with a big hit here as he gave Burke Simpson a rough ride. Simpson's going to go toward the front of the net. Almost worked it to him. Now comes back out high. Long-range shot. Shot blocked by Sean Bunting. And down on all fours and able to get that free. Humberstone ahead to Sherino. Sherino to Bunting on the right wing. Bunting chips it in off the boards, gets it deep. Humberstone races in there. Humberstone pokes it free right in front. Sherino with a shot. Save made by Buckholz. And the Falcons clear it up into the roof or in the bench, or into the roof, and we'll get a whistle. 10:39 to go in the first.
You think Sean Bunting's finally getting his hockey legs here, playing in his 4th game in a row, and he has got his game going.
Classic case of kid went to Air Force. Things just didn't work out for him, and he has gotten in the lineup here after a rehab of an injury, and good to see. Brady Smith long-range shot, and that hit Isaac Moberg in the backside. And here comes River Falls. Owen Belisle feeds it far side. They look to come back to the middle. Long-range shot, glove save made by Wagner. He'll get down and cover it up. Wags is battling here, Sean.
Yep, battle away.
He's been, there's a battle there between he and Alex Proctor, so he gets the call here tonight. I think Alex would agree. He was very fortunate to get a win here last night. He had some weird things happen to him.
Some long-range
shots that couple deflections by River Falls. One that hit off a Pointer defender, and now ahead German got a piece of it, and it goes straight up into the roof.
Yeah, Tyler German came out of that face-off and was untouched, was able to go right up to the River Falls defender and deflect that shot up into the roof, and just a good defensive play by the forward for the Pointers.
Noah Finstrom sends the face-off to the far boards, right to the Falcons, so they'll send it back deep to the near corner. Fletcher Anderson for Stevens Point. Out, glove down near side by Severson of the Falcons. Anderson gets it back in. He'll bring it back the other way, trying to shove it to center ice. He does. Noah Finstrom in on the far side, gives it to German. Back in front, redirected. Kicked out there by Buckholz. Now Romatario with a shot. Rebound loose, pushed wide there by Fletcher Anderson. Out high, Brady Smith. He'll send it back again. Buckholz midsection save. He'll hang on. 9:54 to go. We'll get the media timeout. Stevens Point, River Falls scoreless here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Sure Tire and Service. Get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service. Get your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu. All right, 9:54 to go here in the first period. Stevens Point, River Falls, Game 2 of this WIAC series. Face off to the left side of Dean Buckholtz. But Team USA at the university games beat Japan in overtime today.
Yep, in the semifinals.
So they'll play for a gold medal tomorrow night. And that game's what, on ESPN, right?
Yep, exactly.
4 or 5 o'clock,
yep.
Something like that. All right, Hennigan comes back. Hennigan puts the brakes on. They'll go back around and ahead. Nick Hennigan sheds off a defender, comes to center ice. He's just going to walk right through, cuts in front of Jordan Fader, and Hennigan gets it deep. But nobody else there to help out here. Fader will chase in behind the net. For River Falls, it's Josh Martin clearing it around. Nice job by Matthew Falls here. Now to Fader, back through to the middle. Gunrowski, a bouncing puck, able to corral it, comes in. He tried to wire a shot up. Ooh, pad save, snuck a little shot in there, just trying to create a rebound. Buckholtz smart to that with a pad save, and he'll hang on.
That sneaky little shot there, Tom, able to skate through a couple defenders. River Falls and found himself with some time and space. Shot on goal, 1-1 at Hobbs Ice Arena, Tom, about halfway through the first period between the Blue Golds and the Yellow Jackets.
Off the face-off, slides between the circles, but is under one of the Falcons. Pointer's able to dig it out. For Harrison Stewart with a shot wide. Now it's Bunting. Witherspoon with a shot. Buckholtz save, rebound is loose. And, oh boy, now they hammer on top of somebody to the side of the net here.
That's no rough
And
job.
a pile up here as Dawson Chirino getting to the net. Let's see what we have
Sean
here.
Bunting was in there too.
9:07 to go. Witherspoon stick broke on the play here. So they'll clear things out. And we will see. I don't think we'll get anything out of this. Last thing you want to do is turn things into a special teams battle, as that's what we saw with Lake Forest and Adrian over the whole entirety of the weekend.
That was a battle.
And down the stretch in the third period today, Adrian took a 5-minute major that Lake Forest scored a couple of times and kind of came unglued a bit. Coach Adam Krug got kicked out of the game last night, we understand, as the Pointers sent it into the roof.
Yep.
So we shall see.
Everyone has their own paths. You know?
Some are different.
Some are different than some other teams. And
Sean, you really look at the opportunity the Pointers have here. You know, in theory, now a shot fired by Bunting makes a save. If you look, Pointers in first place with 19 points. Superior and Stout tied with 16 points, and Stout's already played today.
Yep.
You know, that 6-point number is kind of the magic ticket, because that is, you know, sweep versus sweep, and really come in, and then you figure now Pointers have the tiebreaker over Eau Claire. They have the tiebreaker over River.
Yep.
You've beaten Stout and Superior in the first game around, so you know you can work a lot of things to your advantage here. Far side, Witherspoon will reach for it. In there along with him, Harrison Stewart. Chirino, nifty pass back toward Witherspoon. Now they'll walk right in. Bunting with a shot, and a good shot blocked here by Logan Severson. The Falcons, as Sean Bunting, a nice opportunity.
Yeah.
And Sean, I also firmly believe next weekend, or maybe even Wednesday, we'll probably see David Hill back in the lineup for the Pointers here, who's been dinged up a little bit. And I think he got the green light to go late in the week here, and I think it was just a case of no contact for a couple of weeks here. So Stevens Point will maybe get him back in the lineup, and it's just interesting to have options.
Yes.
You know, you think about all those years through Chris Brooks and even Tyler here lately, you know, coming out with injuries, and you know, really there were times they had every available body in the lineup here, and not much decision making, and it's not necessarily fun for coaches. Now here come the Falcons right up the middle. Connor McGrath, good job here by Aromatario to poke that one away, free to the near corner. Stevens Point will try to dig it out. Up the wall on the near side. Now they'll get it. Here comes Tyler German. German ahead, gets around, taken down on his belly. Tried to flip it in the middle with Fader cutting toward the net. Fader after it on the far side. Andrew Poulias tries to play physical here, near side, near the blue line, and flipped ahead. Watch out, walking around here. Billy Fetchko coming in, firing a shot off the shoulder of Ryan Wagner. Pointers clear it to the near side to Matthew Falls. He'll come center ice to Fader. Jordan Fader cuts to the far side. Poulias toward the front of the net. Fader now goes to a backhand, flips it up high, it goes. Near side, hit a stick on the way through and went to the near wall. Falcons off the glass and tried to chop it out of midair to Jordan Fader. No icing call here, so Fader will get it on the near side and he'll race back the other way. Fader back through to the middle, didn't get that through cleanly. Falcons hold it in. Pointers clear it right back out, but right to Passarelli. Passarelli up high, he's ridden off. Far side, Matthew Falls. Falls will try to play it for Stevens Point. Got it free to Gunrowski. Flips it behind the net. And near side it comes. Long range Falcons out to the point. Shot. Oh, that just missed. Rebound comes bouncing out hard, and Fader will get this one to the near side. This time flips it up. Falls red line on the near side, able to flip it in with a backhander. Falcons break it though. Long range pass ahead. Here comes I think it's Joey Foss in, firing a shot. That's smothered off there by Ryan Wagner. Pointers off the boards and out on the far side. And take that back, it was Arseny Smeknov who had a partial break there for a minute. Now Harrison Stewart back to get it. Brett Humberstone. Humberstone across, feeds it ahead. And Quentin Hill was tripped up at the blue line, so the Pointers are off sides. And that allows the Falcons to regain possession. 6:20 to go here in the first. Wired in by the Falcons around the board. Stewart around. Trying to play it there for Stevens Point. Jake Tice. Tice right in front of the Zamboni door on the far side. And the Pointers dig it free. Falls had it, lost it, now gets it back, shoves it ahead to Isaac Moberg. Moberg tripped up, got the puck deep. Boy, should have been icing, but they'll say no. Stevens Point will get a change here. Here's Bunting on the near side on the forecheck. And it's Witherspoon getting a piece of it. Pointers will send it in, goes through the stick of one of the Falcons. Far corner, Bunting ties it up, looks to center, wired off far side, got through Brady Smith. Boy, that thing had some mustard on it as it zipped by, and Aromatario back to get it ahead. Chirino to center ice toward Bunting. Falcons back the other way, they'll flip it deep. Gillette. Aromatario behind the net. Ryan Wagner will help it to Chirino up the middle, and the Pointers clear it out. A couple of dangerous clears up the middle here on the weekend. Hit on the far side by Witherspoon. Chirino has it. Oh, chipped out right into Noah Ruth, though, however. Falcons able to pick it up here. Dylan Smith walks in from one knee, centers it in front, cleared right back out by Brady Smith. Long range shot comes through. Save made. Bunting will get it. He'll hold off the glass and will clear and get Stevens Point 5 fresh bodies on the ice here. For the Falcons, cutting to the right wing is Billy Fetchko. He lost the handle on it. Long range pass here by the Pointers goes too far. We'll get a whistle and an icing call. 4:54 to go here in the first. Sean will look over to the tunnel. The Pointer locker room looks like Pointer women's hockey team has made their way back. They had a tough go of it at Eau Claire today, falling to the 8th-ranked Blue Golds of Eau Claire 6-1. They're held to 6 shots on goal in that game. They'll have a home and home with the Blue Golds next weekend.
So they keep going.
Right back at it.
Right?
Yep. All right, looks like Superior Eau Claire tied at 1. All right, face off to the right side of Ryan Wagner. Pointers dig it free, have some numbers. Witherspoon charges ahead, feeds it ahead to Tyler German just out of his reach. German, nice job. He'll go physical to keep it going. Fletcher Anderson now far side. Anderson cycles around the far side. He'll come out high. Fletcher Anderson coming, fires a shot to goal. Fletcher Anderson with a laser beam, bar in. Stevens Point, 4:37 to go in the first. Goes up 1-0.
Yeah, give Tyler German an assist if he doesn't get one on this, as it was Fletcher Anderson picking up the 50-50 puck and just go wrapping around. It'll be his 5th of the season. And Fletch gets a goal. Told him to relax.
Yeah.
He's gripping the stick a little bit. I always chat with him before the games and looked at him like, relax, bud. And maybe it worked, maybe it did.
There you go.
A goal in his 5th of the year gives the Pointers.
Hey, buddy, you take whatever you can get out of it, right?
No doubt.
Off the face-off, here's Gunrowski. Stevens Point scores first for the second night in a row.
Crazy.
Wow. Under 4.5 to go here. Pointers in transition. Here's Gunrowski with all kinds of speed to Poulias on the near side. Centers it through, falls with a shot. Ooh, good shot blocked by the Falcons again. Matthew Falls trying to pull the trigger. He's looking for his first career goal. Nick Hennigan in through a defender. Falls on the forecheck. Far side off the glass. Down the length of the ice. Harrison Stewart will pick it up as they wave off the icing call. Stewart lost it ahead to Poulias on the near side. Backhanded ahead. Falls. Pulls it out of midair. Goes down. I think played with a high stick here, but the Falcons play it. Jordan Rue back to get it for Stevens Point. He'll cut back. Jordan Rue far side. Now the Pointers turn it over. Watch out here. Gritdahl with it. Looks to center it. Long range shot. That goes wide. And held into the near side by Josh Martin. Harrison Stewart bodies it up in the near corner in the Stevens Point end. Falcons looking to answer here. They had a lot of answers for Stevens Point last night. Just when you thought the Pointers are going to take control, the Falcons kept right back in. A long range shot comes down. Jordan Rue can't get to it. We'll get a whistle and an icing call here. 3:22 to go in the first period. So what is it? Fletcher Anderson from Tyler German at 15:22. Has Stevens Point up here 1-0.
That was a laser beam of a shot from Fletcher Anderson off the bar and in.
Kid can shoot the puck.
He can.
No doubt about it.
Time and space and able to rip it.
Harrison Stewart for Stevens Point behind the net. Up ahead, glove down by the Falcons. Falcons are off sides. Wagner slides it to Stewart again. He'll come out far side this time with some space. Jordan Rue on the near side dodges a check and gets the puck deep. Jake Tice after it. Far side for the Falcons, Mike Gillette. Gillette waiting for it back, bounced away from Witherspoon, 2-on-2 for the Falcons. Shot block here by Aromatario, and then Brady Smith over. Oh, the Falcons howling for an interference call here, and they may have a legitimate gripe there, but now they get back up, look to center it in front. Now it's Noah Roof with it. He'll fire a shot through. That hit off a body and comes out of the zone. Tice comes off on a change. Sherino out there now. Sherino, Witherspoon, and Sean Bunting. Aromatario again to the near corner. Falcons walk it in, and this is McGrath. Couldn't get free for a shot. He'll bring it back out high. Comes near side, and shot glove save made by Ryan Wagner. Confidence builder there. He'll hang on.
Watch out here,
22 to go in the first.
I was just going to say, River Falls and the Pointers both kind of getting away with some stuff, and it may be time to call a penalty to settle the boys down here at the end of the first period.
Brady Smith tied up in the far corner.
Sean Bunting was up
with Connor McGrath.
And Torres, the defenseman. As River Falls.
We'll see what the discussion is here.
Are they going to take anybody? Well, Brady Smith going to the box here, so at least one. Are they just going to take one is the question. River Falls' penalty box door is open.
2:22 to go here.
And do you make a statement and just give one, or you get them both?
So, all right, now they've opened it back up. So,
it's a lot of chatter down there, Tom, for what looked like a dust-up in the near corner.
Sean, here's an interesting thing. Let's see. I believe I may have heard it might be a 2 and a 10 situation here.
For both?
And if that's the case here, Sean, Pointers with 6 defensemen here tonight. That takes Brady Smith out of the mix here for a while. 13. So, oh boy. So Steve Freeman, well, actually, I think what it is here is they might. So if it's a minor and a misconduct, they might have to have somebody serve the penalty. So let's see. It clearly was Connor McGrath that was tied up.
Yep. And Steve Freeman's trying to sneak that guy up, another player in. So, and now they're going to put 17 in the box.
They will throw 17.
That's still not right.
Which is their 7th defenseman.
Yeah.
So,
goodness.
Steve Freeman, he was not happy with the game-winning goal last night.
He argued interference until now Connor McGrath.
Finally, now it is Connor McGrath that will go off. And we'll see. So,
oh, goodness.
So we'll get it sorted out with 2:22 to go here. All right, Sean, the last thing you can do here is unwind 17 and a half minutes of good work to get you the lead.
Yes. Oh, and the Pointers have played real well.
So I think we're going to stay 5-on-5 is what it ultimately is.
Yeah, everything washes out.
So we'll see. All right, face off to the right side of Ryan Wagner here. 2:22 to go here in the first. McHennigan for the Pointers feeds it to Fletcher Anderson. Rink wide he goes, turned it over. Falcons are offside, so. Off the far boards, can't clear it out. Falcons send it back in again. Along the blue line, Logan Severson flips a backhand around. Ganrowski to the far corner. And it is McHennigan that will wind it out here. Both these, it's kind of has thrown both these teams out of sorts a little bit here. All right, Fletcher Anderson now for Stevens Point. Minute 40 to go in the period. To the red line, he'll get it deep. Noah Finstrom coming. He'll hustle. Almost got to it behind the net. Now here's Sean Bunting. He's had a dynamite first period here. Sherino holds it in, far side. Long range shot up high. Change direction. Buchholz with an alert save with a minute 27 to go. Minute 27 remaining. So it looks like roughing
in 10-minute misconduct. So roughing for McGrath and a 10-minute misconduct for McGrath, and then Brady Smith gets a roughing and a 10-minute misconduct to kind of wash everything away. So, but you made a good point, Tom.
That's your decor here.
Yeah, the Pointers are going to be down to 5D. Yeah. For the better part of the second period.
First 8 minutes or so, centering past Bunting, firing a shot. Buchholz with a save.
He's going to get one tonight.
He's going to get his first.
He's going to get one tonight.
He's buzzing.
Is buzzing around, making the physical plays, and that's paying off for him. And with that shot, a good scoring opportunity for the freshman. Able to pick the puck up in the far face-off dot, make a couple strides in, and get a clear shot on Buchholz.
Off the face-off, comes right in front. Shot hammered again by Sherino off the face mask of Buchholz. Comes down to the near corner. Humberstone ahead. Bunting covering up top now. Sherino through his legs.
That's interference.
Dawson Sherino with a downfield block, I guess. Is that the best way to put it? Should have been interference. But all right, here's Humberstone now to the red line on the near side. Gets it deep, under a minute to go here in the period. Witherspoon tried to dance his way free. Jordan Fader reaching for it. Now the Falcons had a chance at a 3-on-2 here. Pointers break it up. Here's Matthew Falls. In on the far side, gets around. Falls coming. Fader to the front of the net. Long range shot. That's the right thing. Get it on net, but a glove save made by Buchholz.
Yeah, and you got Jordan Fader coming to the net hard to look for some loose change in front. But a good glove save.
36.8 seconds to go. Be interesting to see what Coach Crom thinks about this.
I think they played much better. Better feel, got a goal. Like the jump in the forward group.
All right, it is Fader out high. Aromatario holds it in. Aromatario flips it deep again. Poulias to it in the near corner. 28 seconds to go. Now they'll come, they let it go. Aromatario out high, fires a shot. Good shot block there by Vidrick. Falcons blocking shots all over the place. Poulias with it now. He'll look to jam it toward the side of the net. Broken up there again on the way in, and it is Matthew Falls with it. Poked free for a minute by Fader. Ganrowski with it. 10 seconds to go. He took a thump, but got the puck deep. Jordan Fader after it, far side, will fake it. Ahead they go, nothing doing, and the Falcons will skate it off. After 20 minutes here, Sean, Stevens Point has done a nice job here in the first period to have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Good hard work. Got to the forecheck, won some 50-50 battles. Matthew Falls having a chat with a forward for River Falls, and the River Falls Falcons feel that they have been wronged here in the first period, but we'll see as they're coming out with some grit. Sherino comes off the. I think everything's going to be all right.
All right here, and we shall see. And Pointers end result here, Sean, is a lead after 20 minutes, and I thought really in the kind of middle stretches of that got to be their game where it was going, and will come in here. 1-0 lead for Stevens Point after one, and joined now by the Pointers assistant coach Brian Crum. Feel better than you did 24 hours ago at this point?
Yeah, I think so.
In some ways, right? Yeah. A little more jump here, a little thing. I thought in the middle sections of that period you got things going with the way you like, right?
I think so. I think that we played pretty well structurally, stuck to our game plan for the most part. So, yeah, it's been a good first period.
You've got some guys buzzing out here that, I think have heard the message here. Sean and I have predicted Sean Bunting's going to get one here, isn't he? He's
due. Yeah, he's had about 5 shots on net so far. So, yeah, he's definitely due.
All right, you're going to have to manage your decor a little bit here with Brady with the misconduct penalty here, 5D here. So what kind of challenge is that?
Yeah, everybody's just got to be all hands on deck. I told the guys earlier we don't have, the numbers for anybody to have a game off. Like, everybody has to be engaged no matter what happens out there.
Yep. I know you like to work the video a lot. I know you and Fletcher sat on the bus and reviewed a lot of stuff. He scored a snipe in the St. John's game and then another big one here tonight.
Yeah.
Full credit on the video work for you. Right?
I'm not the one out there shooting the puck. But
yeah, so.
It's just all about, sometimes we're looking for the perfect play, but it's not there. Sometimes it's all about getting off quick, getting it on net when the goalie's not set.
And when he shoots the puck, he can bring it. Watch out.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, all right, Coach, thanks. Appreciate
Thank
it. Pointer assistant coach Brian Crum here, Stevens Point. A 1-0 lead after one period. We'll take a break, come back to tell you about it after this timeout. Stevens Point leading River Falls 1-0 on the Pointer Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit nationalguard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely a winter beer. And if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu. Hi, back here at Willard Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Sean, we got the U8s out here. Is that what they are? Portage County Youth on Ice?
Yeah, you roll it out there.
Boy, there was some major league dangling going on. Students are eating it up. They were buzzing all over the place. Did a little short area game here down in front of the students. And always love to see those kids out here as having a good time and students getting into it, which is nice as well. Here's Stevens Point, a 1-0 lead. Sean, the Pointers outshoot the Falcons 18-10 in that first period. So 18 shots on goal for the Pointers in the first period. Had some good chances. Dean Buchholz kept battling. Thought did a pretty good job on his rebound control.
Better than last night. There was a couple times
that's for sure.
That really burned him.
Yep. Fletcher Anderson is 5th of the year for the Pointers at 15-22 from Tyler German. Put Stevens Point up by the count of 1-0. Again, shots 18-10 in favor of the Pointers. Falcons did have one power play. They were 0 for 1, credited with 2 shots on goal. Ryan Wagner, 10 first period saves, and Dean Buchholz with 17 first period saves. Stevens Point continuing to win the faceoff battle. 52% of the faceoffs the Pointer win, including Connor Witherspoon going 6-2 at the faceoff dot there. And Sean, that's something that's gotten a lot better for the Pointers here in recent weeks.
Recent weeks and even years. And they really spend a lot of time on practice during the week on face-offs and making sure that everyone has the right assignment off the face-off, and just that grind of taking face-off after face-off in practice really pays off.
52.8% for the season is where the Pointer's at. And I can remember in recent years, that down in the,
it was like the
35s, 40s, somewhere in that neighborhood. And if you can get that above, winning more than half the face-offs, it's all about puck possession.
Right, exactly. You can't get if you win the face-off, you get puck possession going right away. So it's a key to the Pointers game, and they were able to, again, here in the first period, do a nice job with that.
Yep. I think the other message here during the first intermission has got to be discipline here.
Yes.
We've seen a couple of things, a couple of times that I think, referees kind of let guys go and nothing.
Yeah.
And then the first step comes in, they pull out both Brady Smith and Connor McGrath and give them 2 and 10s to send the message. Now it becomes you don't want to be the guy to be the extra one, because pretty soon it's going to be we're taking one.
We're going to take one and really make this thing a special teams game. And River Falls is going to try everything to get themselves back in the hockey game and get a little burr under the saddle of the Pointers, especially in a game game 2 of a series against a conference rival.
Yep,
absolutely.
And let's see. I thought another key, Stevens Point had to kill a penalty off in the opening minute here.
Yes, turn the tables a little bit.
Did a nice job, turned the tables a bit. Did a nice job with that, and that kind of helps set the tone a little bit. I think here, when your Pointers are aggressive on the kill, and I think that aggressive nature just carries that momentum over and keeps things going. Stevens Point. Let's not forget, Sean. A Wednesday game here at Eau Claire will be a big one, and then Stout. Next Friday and Saturday, we'll have all 3 games for your pregame coverage at 6:45 as we go down the stretch. Then the Pointers return home to play Northland, and then we'll finish at Superior before the WIAC playoffs. And again, automatic bid to the tournament winner is back for first time in 10 years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a long time since the last year of the NCHA. It was. All right, Stevens Point, a 1-0 lead over River Falls. We'll take a break, come back, tell you about some of the other scores and other games going on. College hockey, Stevens Point leading River Falls 1-0 here on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Your family's safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our first intermission, buzzing along here. Good crowd in here tonight.
Good crowd. Nice to see. Nice to see.
A lot of, as we said, we think, would imagine, a lot more students back here today than from yesterday, with classes resuming on Monday after the semester break. But I think we'll come back a couple weeks, get the band back in here, and
miss them.
Get her going.
Miss them.
Certainly do.
Absolutely.
All right, other games in the WIAC. One final from earlier today, and you talk about a head scratcher, and you know, we talked to Stevens Point about last night. Sean Stevens Point finding a way to win that game is what good teams do. Stout did the same to Northland today. Blue Devils got on the board in the first period. Kobe Keller had a 1-0 lead after one. Northland got a pair of goals from Taylor Ewing about 3 minutes apart. In the second period, had a 2-1 lead until the 18:10 mark. Peyton Hart of the Blue Devils back-to-back 18 seconds apart to tie the game, take the lead, and then Dylan Rallis, an empty net goal at 18:58. So 3 goals in 48 seconds to stun the Lumberjacks, who thought they were trying to get their first WIC, or I should say their second WIC win of the year in a crazy game up at Northland. Blue Devils out shooting Northland 41-18 on the afternoon. So, all right, the other game in progress is end of 20 minutes at Hobbs Ice Arena. UW Superior, Connor McLean, 9:40 into the first period, scores for the Yellow Jackets, but the Blue Golds respond 14 seconds later. Cade Lemmer with his 4th of the year, and that is a game that is tied at 1 after 1 period. Shots hard to come by in that game, 10-5, the shots on goal in favor of the Blue Golds here in the first period, and that's got to be a grinder here. Eau Claire wins last night, and UW Superior right behind the Pointers in the lineup here. You know, we're talking about a logjam behind the Pointers, pending the results of what could come here tonight, and all the reason why Stevens Point wants to get a win here tonight to continue to make hay. All right, other games in the MIAC. One final earlier today. Concordia, Minnesota beats Bethel 3-2 in overtime. So it is the Cobbers that get a road sweep at Bethel. That's a big 6 points for them. Hamlin leading St. John's by a score of 2-1, and Gustavus leading Augsburg 1-0. And for whatever reason, the live stats from St. Scholastica non-existent and not coming up. So we'll try to track that down a little bit later on. St. Olaf's kind of fallen on rough times here a little bit lately, now to 5-4 in the MIAC. They're in that 2-3-4 logjam, and again, only the top 5 teams in the MIAC make their postseason tournament. NCHA earlier today, some doozies. Lake Forest beats Adrian 5-3. Pair of power play goals on a major penalty down the stretch seals the deal for the Foresters, as they once again got a lead. Saw Adrian come back and tie it last night. It was Adrian winning in the shootout after skating to a tie, but today the Foresters get a 5-3 win, so they take 4 out of 6 points from the number 3 ranked team in the country in the Adrian Bulldogs. Bulldogs 4 in the pairwise. So, and Lake Forest, you know, I'm trying to think what top 8 qualify in the tournament for them. So,
and they're all one division. They used to break it up into divisions, and now it's all one
in the top 8. And they use the same format that the WIAC does, the 2 plus a mini game and then single games.
Hey, and if the Aurora Spartans wanted any kind of like bonus for their weekend off, Lake Forest gave them a gift.
Lake Forest gave them a gift, and Marion
gave them a gift last night.
Rallying to beat St. Norbert there.
We'll keep an eye on that game tonight.
Other scores, some of the teams at the bottom of the standings making some noise. Finlandia, let's see, came in 1-10 in the season. They beat Lawrence in overtime 6-5. And Concordia, Wisconsin, this is a big win for them. They beat MSOE 3-2 in overtime. So if you look at that coming into today, Aurora had a 5-point lead over St. Norbert and a 6-point lead over Adrian. Trine has the weekend off as well. So we'll keep an eye on those NCHA scores. And Bush, on the other thing to keep in mind here is the WIAC, as far as the pairwise rankings goes, has made some considerable progress here from early to mid-December, with the Pointers 9th in the pairwise, Eau Claire is 14th, and Stout is 18th. And that's who you play coming up here as well. So
there'll be some high-ranking points here, and you take a look at the rankings, and I've been kind of keeping an eye on it since the turn of the new year. If the Pointers think if they don't win the conference tournament, and you're looking at it at large bid, pretty much weekend in, weekend out, you're looking at probably getting in as the top 7 in the pairwise. So they're right on if they didn't have the automatic bid, we'd be on the bubble.
Yep.
Firmly on the bubble.
Yep.
We know how that works, but with the automatic bid this year, if they win their conference tournament, they'll be in. But you don't want to leave it to chance in the pairwise. We saw it last year.
You would think you'd have to be in the top 5 of the pairwise.
Yes, you have to be in the top 5
at worst to get an at-large bid, and we'll see. And that's barring, no upsets and things like that. The Hobarts of the world who are cruising along, and those
Utica,
that are 1, 2, 3, and those you got to hope that they win and keep things moving on.
The other interesting thing from out east, Tom, is I was looking at Endicott and Curry's schedule. They both play in the Triple C Conference, the Colonial
Commonwealth Conference.
Yep. And they haven't played each other this year, so they play 3 times coming up here. So and they're 1 and 2 in the pairwise coming in to tonight.
Yep. So we'll see how that goes. Pointer women this afternoon fell at Eau Claire 6-1. So A&M and the Pointers will have a home here at Willett Arena on Friday night, and then at Eau Claire on Saturday next week. Pointers held to just 6 shots on goal. River Falls is at Superior on the women's side. We'll get a score on that in just a couple minutes. Big win for the Pointer women's basketball team on the road today. Matt Hockett and the Lady Pointers beat Platteville 51-49. They're 11-8 overall, 3-5 in the WIC. They'll be at Stout on Wednesday. Pointer men in action at the Quant Fieldhouse. And again, we'll get you some score updates coming on that. Here, Stevens Point leading River Falls by a score of 1-0. Second period action is coming up here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no 2 guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location at the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at pointerbluelineclub.com. All right, back here, Willett Arena. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Our updates as promised. On the women's side, the Falcons of UW River Falls, a 7-0 lead over Superior. They put up a 6-pack on the Yellow Jackets in the first period and now just scored early in the second. And they are rolling. Second-ranked team in the country. Pointers held tough with them.
Yes, they did. Last weekend.
Couple 4-2 games. Did that. Pointer men's basketball team at the half trailing Platteville 36-30 at Quant Fieldhouse. And Sean, I keep wondering if this is the year that the West will finally win a women's national championship.
It certainly looks like it.
Never won a national championship. Of course, last night, Augsburg beat Gustavus. So it's been Gustavus and River Falls that have been 1-2. After, Middlebury, Plattsburghs of the world were 1-2 earlier in the year, and they play some head-to-head games out there and got some success and got it, but it was the Augies getting the win over the Gusties. And if you haven't checked out, we send our best wishes to
I cannot remember what her name is from Gustavus, a scary injury in their game against St. Ben's last week. Spinal type injury that it sounds like all things going well, and a nice GoFundMe effort out there has raised over $25,000 or whatever it is, and just a scary situation. And by all accounts, a couple stories I've read just kind of had things go in their favor, and will have a long road to recovery, but things could have been much worse. So we certainly send our best. We also send our best to the Caulfield family here in Stevens Point, known as Cole Caulfield of the Canadians, out the rest of the season with a shoulder injury. So hope he rehabs well and finds good health here as we go. All right, second period underway. Here is Brett Humberstone ahead. Sean Bunting drags it. He's got his stick tied up. Stevens Point was off sides in the play, so the Falcons dig it free. And comes back around to the near side, into the near corner. Now Stevens Point turnover. Here's Bunting with a shot. Oh, fought off by Buchholz to the near side.
Telling you.
Connor Witherspoon pokes it free again. Sherino again. Throws it back door. Shot saved by Buchholz. What a setup there.
Great.
As it's Brett Humberstone on the doorstep, and a great save by Dean Buchholz.
That was a great play by the Pointers. Two forwards down below the goal line went to work, and the forecheck, and I believe it was Dawson Sherino or Witherspoon, one of the two, able to flip the puck out to a wide open Brett Humberstone that was pinching in from the blue line, able to get a good shot on goal. Buchholz with a great save going from post to post there.
All right, off the face-off, it is Fletcher Anderson with it now. Anderson near side, right in front again. Noah Finstrom with a shot, fought off by Buchholz. Pointers buzzing the net here, but can't pull the trigger. Pass up ahead, Tyler German now for Stevens Point. Finstrom feeds it back to German. Into the near corner he goes, along with Alex Davis. Behind the net now, Gonrowski on the far side. Nick Gonrowski reverses back. Gonrowski sends it deep. They're trying to slide it out to German. He'll get it behind the net. German coming. And it's Fletcher Anderson to the front of the net. Near side Hennigan. Defender out to challenge him, so he'll slide it deep into the near corner. Anderson waits for it. He's hauled down. Went down awkwardly behind the net. And icing call coming up here, and it's Fletcher Anderson. All right. Kind of came down in the back of his head, Sean.
Yep, exactly.
I think he's all right. I think he said, I'm all right. Just taking a breather for a minute here.
Getting a second.
18:38 to go in the second. And they will get to come off here. I'm not sure how they were able to get him off there, Sean.
Yeah.
So, Poulias.
Big old drink of water right now. Yep. Hopefully he'll be all right.
Falcons look to clear. Harrison Stewart gloves it down. He'll shove it deep again. Falcons right back out the other way. Opening minutes here of the second period. Stevens Point a 1-0 lead on Fletcher Anderson's goal. In the zone onside. Poulias with a head of steam to the near corner. He got rocked a bit. Now ricochets out in front. Off the side of the net. Falls into the far corner. Harrison Stewart hustling around to the near side. He'll hold it in. Stewart, long range shot, redirected, rebound to the side of the net, wrap around. Buchholz with a save. I think the net might be off here, but well, I'll say it's back on. Pointers with it near side. All kinds of pace from the Pointers. Redirected again. Jordan Fader with it now. Slides it back out. Falcons intercept. They try to come back. Pointers force him in again. Now Matthew Falls goes down. And Falcons stick broke on the play here. Defender trying to come off. He'll have to go in. They'll set it up right in front. Falls with a shot. Buchholz with a save. Far side we go, and cleared up and out on the far side. Poked at, hops around again. Humberstone with it. He'll flip it deep again. Stevens Point will give chase again. This line's been out there for a while here for the Falcons. Falls coming off, almost very lucky. The Pointers didn't get too many men on the ice.
Yep, offsides will be the call on the Pointers.
Love the start here to the second period for the Pointers.
So it looks like that 10-minute misconduct for both McGrath and Brady Smith over now. So back to the sixth defensive group for the Pointers.
So here's what I think it is, Sean. Matching double minors. So not a 2 and a 10, right?
It has to be.
I think that's got to be. So 2 for roughing and 2 for unsport. So matching double minors for when those came. So that makes sense. All right. Long range pass ahead, stymied at the red line by the Pointers again. Brady Smith, Isaac Moberg on the near side, threw it back to the front. Connor McGrath out of the penalty box and brings it forward in, throws it toward the back of the net. Strung around there for Burke Simpson. Simpson, far corner. Romatario works it away from him. They'll go to combat in the far corner, and Romatario will win that battle. Now back in. Simpson flips it around here near side. I believe this is Quentin Hill, excuse me. Now Wagner out to poke it with his paddle to the near side. They'll go back, far side, shot and a goal. Side of the net. Was it redirected in front of the net? As Billy Fetchko, I believe, got a piece of it and redirected. 16:41 to go in the second. We're level at 1.
Ryan Wagner out of position. Checked the puck right before that centering pass across ice. Couldn't get back to the far post in time. Another long-range shot goes in for the Falcons. We're tied at 1. That gets the Falcon bench really rolling.
All right, 16:41 to go here in the second. It looks like Superior, I believe, has scored again and lead Eau Claire 3-1. All right, long-range pass here for the Pointers. Actually, it's Konrowski going to keep it, and he'll just bring it in. Konrowski throws it right in front, shot and a goal! What a setup! Nick Konrowski finds Connor Witherspoon, his team best 10th of the year. Stevens Point answers back on top 2-1.
That's how you get it back, right, Tom? Right off the hop. Below the goal line, Nick Konrowski finds a wide-open Connor Witherspoon in the slot right down Main Street. Buckholz, no chance. Pointers lead 2-1.
What do they like to say? Is the D go, we go?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
And Nick Konrowski, I thought he was just going to get the puck deep, and he opted to kind of fake and then took off. And sets up Connor Witherspoon for his team best 10th of the year. And Stevens Point answers. Humberstone pulls it back. Gets it to Harrison Stewart. Off the far boards. They'll get it in deep. Finstrom chasing it around. Stewart on the near side took it away again. He'll flare it up. Tyler German drags it in front of the net. Comes back. Fletcher Anderson holds. Fires a shot. That missed and got the glass. Stewart to the rebound. Feeds it up near side. German bombs it free again. Stewart had a piece of it. Anderson. And what do we have? A whistle and a penalty call coming up here. And what do we have? It is the Falcons that are going to go off here as Arseny Smeknov is off for a slash, and Stevens Point to the skyward power play for the first time here tonight. Pointers coming in after last night, now 9 of 53 on the power play. That's 17%, and have scored a power play goal in 3 straight games. All right, Andrew Poulias. I'm trying to think of when did they move Poulias to the power play here, Sean? That seems to coincide with
a couple weeks ago. I think maybe the last time the Pointers were at home.
Moved it around. All right, Stevens Point in the skyward power play with a 2-1 lead. Witherspoon comes back up, feeds it to Anderson on the near side. He gets around a defender. Anderson hustling to the near corner. Pokes it. Jordan Fader to it. Fader slides it ahead, and they'll feed it back to him. Had his stick tied up. Ooh, Sean Hauser, the referee, took a hard tumble in the far corner. Here's Witherspoon around. Now out to Fletcher Anderson near side to the point to Hennigan. Hennigan coming back to Anderson. Anderson back to Mick Hennigan at the point near side. He'll rifle a shot. No rebound. Jordan Fader. Nice screen there, but Buckholz able to pick that one up through traffic. He'll hang on and make the save. 15:21 to go in the second. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. A minute 19 remaining in the skyward power play. Face off to the left side here of Dean Buckholz. And again, Dyson Skinner out with Team USA. And they'll be in a gold medal game tomorrow. I didn't see, did he play today?
I did not see
I saw a little bit of it, but I can't remember. Saw a couple seconds of it. Of course, playing in Lake Placid now. Here's Brady Smith hustling ahead. Finstrom back to Brady Smith. He'll walk in, dangles it around, shot jammed off, rebound loose in front, shot to goal! Slides into the far side, the net is up. Oh, they keep it going. Now a shot again, the light is on. The puck went into the net and came out. And they'll say no goal. Unbelievable.
Just wait.
52 seconds remaining here, and they'll keep going. And Sean, it hit the back of the net and
it came out. It clearly.
On the ice was in, the goal light came on.
That was clearly in, Tom.
And 14:38 to go here. Of course, no video review. And oh man, we'll see what happens here as the Falcons send it back in. It clearly went between the legs of Buchholz, and it was on the ice.
Yep.
It hit right out of the middle and came right back out. Goal light came on. Everybody in that end saw it. And now, near corner, Falcons get it again. Long range, and Wagner out to play it. He'll play it around on the far side. McHennigan back to the middle. Here's Witherspoon with space. Falcons back at full strength. Connor Witherspoon shoves it. Jordan Fader out high to Humberstone. Humberstone along the blue line goes half wall on the far side to Hennigan. Now it's Fletcher Anderson. Shoved down from behind, but keeps it going. Fletcher Anderson and the Falcons poke it out. Falcons may have some numbers, but Fletcher Anderson intercepts down again, and they'll come back the other way. Boy, that was a good 2 minutes ago here, Sean, and oh man.
That's a huge
swing,
ball.
And now it's Fletcher Anderson far side. Moberg a good job to stay on side. He'll dig it free. Isaac Moberg looks to center. He's tied up on the far side. Valentino Passarelli. Now it'll come out. Jake Tice with a shot. Another shot blocked by the Falcons.
Penalty coming up on the Pointers.
Penalty call coming up here, and man, oh man, Stevens Point.
Well, can you go back now at this point with the penalty? Can they?
Yeah, Sean Hauser is going to talk to him.
So can you go back in time and take the power? How does this all shake out, Tom?
It's not like, for example, Sean, in the NHL, you get the notice.
Right, they blow it down right away.
Confirm it here, and it will come, and now they're talking to the linesman here. And Sean Hauser is going to go over and talk to the goal judge. And, the light came on, everybody and their brother. And either way, we'll see. And if they call this a goal now, the Falcons are going to go nuts. Sean, there are times when it's questionable.
Yes.
Hits a post. Literally in the middle of the back of the net, and everybody on that right in front of the end that wraps around it, and came back out. And a discussion here of what they have, and I guess the question comes: what do you do if they come back and say yes, it's a goal? Do you take the penalty off and the clock? What do you do? Yeah. No goal. Whoa, my goodness. So, all right. Well, now the Falcons, Sean, and you can't let this bust you here.
Nope.
You come back and what is it? Tice off for slashing? Is that what it is?
Correct. Yep. Slash or a trip. You can pick one. I didn't.
So we'll see. Sean Hauser explaining it here to Jordan Fader here. And the Falcons dodge a bullet, and a door swings open for a massive opportunity. 13:15 to go in the second. Noah Finstrom draw back. Falcons with it on the power play. Long range shot, and it's Ryan Wagner with a save. Rebound out and cleared out on the near side. All the way back down, Alex Davis. Now Noah Finstrom took it away, shorthanded. He'll throw it in front of the net. Out high, Harrison Stewart comes around. Stewart sends it deep again. Here's Tyler German with it. German ahead. He will force it in, trying to dance. Penalty call coming up against the Falcons. Tyler German with a flat-out hustle play, evens it up on a holding call.
Oh, that is what the Pointer penalty kill's been doing all year, just outworking the opponent's power play. Tyler German draws a call, a holding on the Falcons, and it will go 4-on-4 for the next minute 33.
All right, face-off back in the River Falls end, so we'll have a minute 33 of a 4-on-4, and then the Pointers will get a brief skyward power play out of the deal. Credit Noah Finstrom for that, Sean, as well.
He sprung it, right?
On the forecheck. Now right off, right in front. Oh, my goodness, Jordan Fader missed a wide-open net. Now a jam around. That's no good. Nick Aromatario with it for Stevens Point. Now to Brady Smith. Smith to Aromatario. Sends it deep. Nobody home here. Fader will get to it. Smith in on the near side. Smith back toward Jordan Fader. Broken up nicely by the Falcons, but now it's Andrew Poulias. Poulias to the near corner to Fader. Right back out. Comes right. Poulias with a shot. Hit the far post. Nick Aromatario. Everything but the back of the net here for the Pointers. Now 2-on-1. Short-handed, 4-on-4 for the Falcons. Dylan Smith. Saucer pass in front. That goes through wide. Boy, he tried to lay it out there for Noah Roof, and he couldn't reach it. Cleared back out. 4-on-4. Near side, Matt Clark. Clark ahead. He'll carry it in right up the middle. Cuts to the near side. Brady Smith surveys him up. Pointers after it. Trying to poke it out. Sherino tried to jump it. Boy, Dawson Sherino dangling back here. Now, here is Aromatario. Through a couple of stick checks from McGrath. They'll flip it back. Brady Smith has it. Rolling puck near side to Sherino. Sherino holds up. Off a defender's hip, comes right to Connor McGrath. Sherino almost pulled it to his forehand. Falcons back the other way. Sherino on the back check, almost stole it through. Here's McGrath walking through. Shot fought off by Wagner. Rebound up to the back of the net. Tried to throw it out in front. Brady Smith will get it. 13 seconds to go here in the 4-on-4. Long range pass ahead. Connor Witherspoon will get to it first. Witherspoon behind his own net will walk right out. He'll turn, fires a shot, goes back door. Redirected by Humberstone. Went just wide. Now the Pointers on the skyward power play here, as it's Humberstone with it. Humberstone coming out high. He turns, rifles a shot. Sherino a chance at a rebound, and Buchholz lost his stick. It's stuck in the side of the net, and it is Stevens Point with the puck here. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Stewart fires a shot, redirected in front, turning, rebound, shot over the top of the net. Witherspoon, and the Pointers throw it up far side for Anderson. Final seconds ticking away. Fletcher Anderson again. He'll come back through. Here comes Tyler German. Walks a defender, comes in, centering pass up high. That missed the net. Humberstone can't hold it in. He dives, and this may allow Billy Fetchko to get to the puck. Noah Finstrom cuts him off. Good body position here. 10:30 to go in the second. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Behind the net, Falcons look to muck it up, and it's Finstrom up near side. Long range, too many men on the ice.
Too many.
Falcons have six players on the ice, and Stevens Point is going to go right back to the skyward power play.
Sorry about that.
Oh, Steve Friedman. 10:23 to go, getting homered, and they waved a goal off for you, buddy.
You don't. Oh man.
Well, the guy, we talked to Steve for a while last night. Good guy, 27 years here. And, coaches are coaches, right?
Right at the end of the day, you bet.
Oh, boy.
One in every call.
Yep. It should be 3-1. And there you go. All right, Stevens Point back to the skyward power play. And they have found everything but the net here in the second period, Sean.
Yes.
Shots on goal now 26-13 in favor of the Pointers. Fetchko off, and Fletcher Anderson wired a shot through. That came around. And here's Stevens Point. Jordan Fader to Anderson. Veers off far corner. Out high to Hennigan. Hennigan back to Andrew Poulias. Poulius near side, minute 30 to go on the Skyward power play. Long range shot, save made by Buckholz. Fader to the rebound near side to Anderson. Fletcher Anderson centering pass, Witherspoon. Oh man, pulled it, and now Fader with a penalty behind the net. Nope, they didn't call it. Now it comes back out high. Here's Hennigan with it. Hennigan near side, Fletcher Anderson. Oh, who's in front of the net? Jordan Fader doing some hard work here. Falcons get it good. Penalty kill here. They will send it the length of the ice. Hustle off on a change. And a minute to go here on the Skyward power play for Stevens Point. 9:20 to go in the second. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Up ahead it goes. German swipes it off for Finstrom, short-handed. Brady Smith, good job to corral it, get it to Aromatario. 45 to go on the man advantage. Here's Finstrom. Back up, goes to the half wall on the far side where German gets it back to Aromatario. He'll send it deep. German in the far corner lost his footing. And Aromatario tiled up out high, and it ricochets head high on Brady Smith. Falcons going to be the first to get there. Dylan Smith, short-handed. He and Aromatario into the far corner. Falcons looking to dig it out short-handed. Brady Smith with it. 20 to go on the man advantage. All right, here's Brady Smith. Has some space here. Falcons saw him walk through him last night. He'll get to the red line. Now trailers it back to Sciarrino. Sciarrino in on the left side, and Aromatario tried to get it back to him and kick it ahead. Falcons hold it strong with a skate. German digs it out. Here's Tyler German. He'll walk through between the circles, and a penalty call against the Pointers.
Away from the play,
Dawson Sciarrino with an interference call.
No, what did we talk about in between periods? You don't want to make that mistake. It's going to be interference on Dawson Sciarrino here. So we'll go 2 seconds of 4-on-4, and then pretty much a full power play for the Falcons, only trailing by 1.
Blue Golds with a power play goal, Sean. That game now 3-2 in Eau Claire.
Okay.
I'd face off to the right side of Ryan Wagner. 2 seconds of 4-on-4. And then, third power play of the night for
Correct.
the Falcons?
Yep.
Off the face-off comes to the near wall. McGrath out to the point to Davis. Power play for the Blue Golds. Humberstone reaching for it. Back out to Davis again. They'll come near side. Shot fired. Rebound is there, but cleared out. Butterfly saved by Ryan Wagner. And the Pointers clear it out. Coming up on 8 minutes to go here in the second period. Of course, you can't have the media timeout during a power play. So, here is Burke Simpson. Simpson, far side. McGrath lost the handle.
Coming up on the Pointers
here. As
Humberstone's going to go.
On a rough ride. And, Sean, this could be 5 territory.
Yep.
Humberstone. I think the only thing that may save him here, Sean, is that it was away from the ice.
Or away from the boards, right?
Away from the boards, out on in the ice. An interference call, so a 5-on-3 here for the Falcons for a minute 22. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead, and this one very much hanging in the balance here. 7:46 to go in the second period. Well, Sean, the Pointers had almost 3 full 2-minute 5-on-3s last weekend that they killed off. And they'll have to do it again here. German out there with Hennigan and Jordan Fader. Falcons trying to get back to level again and get a false start here, and a warning to the Falcons. Burke Simpson off the draw. Falcons clear it out on themselves. So they will pull it back. Alex Davis to get it. Davis pulls it back. German, Fader, Hennigan do the honors here for the Pointers. Falcons drop it back. Here comes Burke Simpson. Simpson with speed around on the far side. They'll let him go. Now they roll it around the boards to the near side. Around the perimeter, Alex Davis along the blue line. Davis coming in, no shot. McGrath near face-off circle, no shooting angle. He'll come through to the middle, fires a shot. Shot blocked by Jordan Fader. 48 to go in the 5-on-3. Out high, it's Fetchko. Fetchko coming, McGrath a shot. Tyler German with a shot block. Now they'll get it. German turned, tried to clear it. Now it's Hennigan with it. Oh, what a play. Sean faked one way, spun the other, and sent it the link to the ice. 30 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 for the Falcons. Behind their own net, now it's Poulius, Moberg, and Gunrowski. As the Pointers, more importantly, get 3 fresh bodies out there. 20 seconds remaining. Roof near side to Gillette. Gillette in, knocked away for a minute. Moberg with it, rattles it around, but not out. Good job to hold it in by Davis at the point. They go deep. Pointers intercept. That's Nick Gonrowski who shoots it down now. 6 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. Poulias behind the net. We'll let it go, and first penalty killed off. 38 to go now on the power play. Harrison Stewart joins the play, and the Falcons offsides. Wow.
Gift, 34 seconds remaining on this extended power play for the Falcons, and the Pointers 2 huge block shots on the 5-on-3 by Jordan Fader and Tyler German. And it's been all Pointers after that on the penalty kills. So we got 5-on-4 power play for the Falcons for 34 seconds. What's up, bud? Give me a little.
I have an interesting report coming.
Okay.
All right, Falcons back with it. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Coming up on 6 minutes to go in the second period. It is Dylan Smith after it for the Falcons, picked up by Mick Hennigan. Falcons rattle it around again and hold it in out high on the near side. Witherspoon reaching for it. Now they feed it far side Roof. Roof top of the face-off circle. And they'll turn. Shot fired, directed a couple of times. Rebound coming toward the front of the net. Cheered off there by Anzai. And Stevens Point back to full strength. Long range shot poked away. Dawson Chirino on a breakaway. Dawson Chirino, defender coming in hard. Chirino shot just missed. Witherspoon to the rebound near side. Gets it deep for Bunting too far. Chirino buzzing after it on the far side. Oh boy, the Pointers almost a chance to stranglehold this one. Ahead it goes. Chirino sends it in. Fletcher Anderson hustles in on the far side. Ties up a defender. Chirino takes it away. Back to Anderson behind the net. Loses an edge. Oh, out in front for Finstrom. Went just wide. Near side Dylan Smith. 5:10 to go in the period. Stevens Point still a 2-1 lead. Puck gets deep. We're back at 5-on-5. Up ahead it goes. Fletcher Anderson out of his reach. Falcons put it in. Falcons are starting to flex their red line here a little bit here. Sending it back deep up far side. Now it's Tyler German chips it around. German will give chase. Speeding ahead on the far side. Tied up for the moment. Far corner he goes. Shoulder to shoulder with Josh Martin. And it'll come around to Brady Smith on the near side. Smith wheeling.
Penalty
gets the Finstrom. Penalty
Pointers.
coming up against the Falcons.
Is it? It's
tripping
a trip?
call
Okay.
as Brady Smith was taken down. It'll be Anthony Vidrick off. Stevens Point to the Skyward Power Play. Sean, we got news from out east.
Okay.
Number 1 team in the country, Hobart, has gone down. They lose to Elmira 7-5.
All right. Shake up in the pairwise.
So, tripping call here.
And a media timeout, Tom.
And they do take the media timeout. All right, media timeout. Stevens Point, head of the power play coming up here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Sport Clips Haircuts has an app. Download the app. Upgrade your experience.
All right, people, bring it in. The Sport Clips app. Use it to check in, track your arrival time, get heads-up alerts. Why is that important?
Oh, because guys don't like to wait.
That's right, Alicia. Convenience.
The Sport Clips app. If it were any more convenient, it would cut your hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Opt-in required. Message and data fees may apply.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu. All right, media timeout comes here. 4:45 to go in the second. Stevens Point to the Skyward power play, as it is Anthony Vidrick off for a tripping call. 2-1 Stevens Point to the fourth Skyward power play of the night. Jordan Fader, Connor Witherspoon, Andrew Poulias. Fletcher Anderson at the point. Visit to Hennigan. McHennigan back to Fletcher on the near side. Kicks it low, Fader. Back again, out high Hennigan, working around. Falcons have been pretty aggressive, but they're holding off here. Anderson now comes in, leaves it out. Here comes Hennigan, wires one through, hit a body in front. Poulias to it, gets it to Fader behind the net, chips it. Anderson half wall on the near side. Fletcher out high, waiting for it to get back. Now Hennigan cuts in front of him. He'll come toward the net. Now Hennigan just around the backside, has nothing there. It's Poulias on the far side. Near side, Anderson. He'll go down low. Fader coming in. Up the middle it goes. Out high to Hannigan. No shot. Feeds it back. Fletcher Anderson coming in. Fires a shot through. Try to redirect with Fader. That wasn't there. Poulias, a nice job to hold the zone. Out high to Hannigan. Minute 10 to go on the power play. Fletcher Anderson walks, fires, and Buchholz with a save. And Jordan Fader again trying to get to the net. That's a pretty good save by Dean Buchholz.
Yeah, absolutely. As Fletcher Anderson walks the defenseman right around him and labels a shot for the 5-hole. Nothing doing there. So another face-off offensively. 3:54 remaining here in the second period. A minute 9 on the power play. They're the Pointers' 4th of the night.
Falcons jam it near side. Smith, good job to hold it in out of midair. Finstrom tried to steer it back to Brady. They poke it around short-handed. Connor McGrath 2-on-1 short-handed. McGrath puts the brakes on, wires a shot, misses the net. Pointers get a break there that allows Noah Finstrom to get it in stride. He'll drop it back to Tyler German. 50 to go on the man advantage. German up through the middle, broken up by the Falcons again, and they'll send it deep. McGrath with a nice play. He'll send it deep. Falcons two fresh penalty killers here. 3:20 to go in the second. The freshman Quentin Hill coming up with Sean McMahon in our next intermission. Smith drags it through. Falcons clear it right back out. Ryan Wagner out to play it. He'll play it on the near side out of the reach of Sherino. Out of the net, shot and a goal. Ryan Wagner hung up in the near corner. Short-handed goal by the Falcons. We're even at 2. You just cannot do that.
You could not. I'm not going to say lackadaisical get back to your net, but just did not get back quick enough. And Noah Roof kind of slashed the stick down and maybe delayed Ryan getting back. But the Falcons jump all over that, and it's a short-handed goal with 3:08, and we're tied up.
Man, oh man, you just cannot do that into an empty net.
Yep.
Center ice, Quentin Hill will dig it up. Hill looks to carry it in. Moberg now sends it in. Brett Humberstone for Stevens Point. Near side to Harrison Stewart. Stewart back to Humberstone. Up ahead on the far side, Isaac Moberg. Shoved it back to the middle, nothing there. Pointers' final seconds of the power play, but it has been a costly one as the Falcons back to even at 2. Stewart, long range ahead. Quentin Hill picked up by a defender, and it's Owen Belisle back the other way. Sending it deep, Wagner, Harrison Stewart. Falcons win a foot race here. Slide it out high to Alex Davis. Davis, far side. Logan Severson, a shot save made by Wagner through traffic. And off the glass, but not out on the near side. Now Jake Tice digs it out. Waits for help from Isaac Moberg right in front of the Falcon bench. Moberg slows it down. Stewart to Humberstone ahead. Quentin Hill rattles back from him. Jake Tice in, but it handcuffed him, and then he runs into a defender. Falcons ahead. Humberstone will corral this. 2 minutes to go in the second. Quentin Hill backhands it ahead, and again along the blue line, Logan Severson just not letting him by. Isaac Moberg without a stick kicks it back to Harrison Stewart. Stewart, far side to Humberstone. Humberstone gets his way to the red line, flips it deep into the near corner. Andrew Poulias after it, out of his reach. Jordan Fader will get to it. Held in at the blue line by Gunrowski. He'll feed it back, falls to Poulias. Poulias puts the brakes on, looks to center. He'll turn, fires a shot. That went wide, just missed the near post. Fader to the rebound as the Pointers cycle the puck again. Now at high, Gunrowski. Long range shot through traffic, shot and a goal! Andrew Poulias, beautiful positioning right in front of the net. Buchholz made the save. Poulias bangs home the rebound. Pointers back up 3-2.
That'll be Andrew Poulias' 8th goal of the season, Tom. What a nice job of positioning right in front of Buchholz. The Pointers centering pass came right to him. No doubt about it. Slam dunk goal on the weak side for Poulias, and the Pointers retake the lead.
With a minute 24 to go in the second period. All right, Connor Witherspoon to take the face-off. Boy, Poulias just beautiful position and ditched a defender. Sherino after it. Took a stick up high and then gave one back. Sherino trying to bang it free here in the near. Oh, Sherino, a shot up high. And a headshot on Sherino is going to be a penalty against the Falcons. Wagner coming off. Buchholz behind the net. And
don't even it up.
Now, don't even it up here. Bunting in, and he took a butt end up high here from Noah Roof, and holy smokes.
They're going to take them too, both of them, Tom. So we'll see how this all shakes out.
Dawson Sherino took an elbow right down in front of us here. And let's see. Our officials here, Sean, are going to have their... So Bunting will come off. So we have the original call.
Yep. Yeah, Bunting.
And now...
But you're absolutely right. He took a butt end right up in the chops.
So
under
two in the box
cage
for the Falcons as it's Noah Roof and Matt Clark. 1:08 to go here.
Oh. Yeah, Jordan Bader just went to the officials and said that's a butt end on Bunting.
All right, and so
that elbow up high on Dawson.
Yep. So all right, so it looks like 3 minor penalties here, so Stevens Point will get a skyward power play over this. Slash, rough, and something else, so we'll see. But 1:08 to go here. Stevens Point back to the skyward power play. 3-2 lead here, and you just don't feel comfortable about this.
Nope.
By any means.
River Falls has done this all weekend,
Yep,
Tom.
just hanging there.
Just hanging around.
Yep. So far, you've had the answer. Skyward power play for the Pointers here. Jordan Fader. 5-on-4 advantage. So basically the initial call, and then they wipe out the other. All right, Stevens Point, Hennigan. Far side, Poulias. Back to Hennigan. Anderson cycling around to the near side. Hennigan, he'll throw it right in front, and it just kind of made its way through. Nobody could get a stick on it. Now behind the net, Fader. Far side to Poulias again. Under a minute to go here in the second period. Stevens Point on the power play. Poulias coming in. Poulias goes down low to Fader. Fader walks in, back to Poulias. Now he'll fire a shot. That missed rebound is there. Falcons get it and clear it out. Oh boy. Poulias and Fader a little give and go in the far corner. 1:25 remaining in the power play. 30 seconds remaining here in a wild second period. And let's not forget, Sean, Pointers had a goal that didn't count. Witherspoon walks right up the middle, feeds it to Fader. Fader fires a shot, buckle to save, rebound there, and cleared up by the Falcons again. 16 seconds to go. Up ahead, here's Mick Hennigan cycling with it for Stevens Point ahead. Finstrom with speed. Finstrom far side, trying to get to the net, backhand, jams it right in front. Oh, Aromatario with a shot fought off by Buchholz. It'll come here. Second period will come to an end. And Sean, best to put it, Stevens Point will escape with the lead after 40 minutes, 3-2.
Goodness. We talked about not wanting a special teams game, and that's exactly what the Pointers have fallen into.
They'll have 51 seconds remaining on a skyward power play to begin the second period, or begin the third period. Stick around, folks. Buckle up. This will be an interesting one. Stevens Point, a 3-2 lead coming up in our first intermission. We got a lot to recap. We'll get you some score updates. Plus Sean's Pointer profile with the freshman out of Coquitlam, British Columbia, Quentin Hill, in the lineup tonight. That is coming up. 3-2 Stevens Point after 2. Second intermission is coming up here on the Pointer Sports Network. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylists at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square face, wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylists, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfous University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW-Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, as 40 minutes in the books. Whew. How you doing, buddy? You okay?
Yep, just catching up the scorebook, man. There are lots of stuff going on.
Lots of stuff going on, and you know, really, boy, you look at this here, Sean. Pointers had a goal that was not allowed for whatever reason. We're still not sure.
Yeah, we'll get further confirmation later.
And a colossal blunder by your goaltender to get a puck into an empty net. I mean, in theory, this game should be 4-1.
Yep.
And firmly in control, but instead,
with two hands on the wheel.
But instead, it's 3-2. We'll have a power play to begin things. All right, Pointers got on the board in the first. Fletcher Anderson is 5th of the year from Tyler German at 15:22 in the first period. Pointers outshot the Falcons 18-10 in the first period and led 1-0. Falcons, however, 3:13 into the period. Billy Fetchko is 6th of the year from Joey Foss and Connor McGrath. Tied it at 1, but 17 seconds later, Connor Witherspoon right between the circles on a beautiful setup from Nick Gunrowski. Sean Bunting also credited with an assist. That's Connor Witherspoon's team best 10th of the year. That came at 3:30. But then the Falcons, Dylan Smith will get credit for his 6th of the year, unassisted and shorthanded at 16:52. Ryan Wagner came out to the near corner to play the puck. He threw it up near the boards on the near side and somehow got hung up in the traffic on the way back through, was not in the net, and Smith shot it in an empty net from the near, almost out near the blue line.
Yep.
And a shorthanded goal that got the Falcons back in, but the Pointers answer again about 2 minutes later at 18:36. Nick Gunrowski, his 4th assist of the year, set up Andrew Poulias. Gunrowski took the shot, Buchholz made a save, and Poulias pounced on the rebound for his 8th of the year. 3-2 Stevens Point after 2 periods. Shots on goal in that second period, Sean, 16-6 in favor of the Pointers. So 34-16 are the shots on goal in favor of the purple and gold through 2 periods. Let's see, River Falls 0 for 4 on the power play with 4 shots. Stevens Point is in the midst of their 5th power play here, right?
Correct. Yep.
And they have been credited with 10 power play shots so far, but are 0 for 4. So we shall see if we can get them. I've had everything but there. Ryan Wagner, 4 second period saves for a game total of 14. Dean Buchholz keeping the Falcons in at 14 second period saves for a game total of 31. Stevens Point still has clipped up the the face-off advantage, Sean, now 54.8%. And it is, let's see here, Connor Witherspoon 8-4, Isaac Moberg 5-2. Boy, Isaac's had a good weekend, winning face-offs, blocking shots, setting things. I love the way that kid plays.
Yes.
You know, just a motor-type kid that not afraid to go into the dirty areas and do what you need to do. So, but it is, more importantly, Stevens Point a 3-2 lead here after 2 periods. All right, at Hobbs Ice Arena in Eau Claire. They are, let's see here, looks like Eau Claire headed to a power play with 1.5 minutes to go in the second period. UW Superior is clinging to a 3-2 lead there as, let's see, Connor McLean got them on the board, 9:40 the first, 14 seconds later, Cade Lemmer evened it up. Wausau West kid there, Sean.
Yes.
Out of Wausau. Let's see, C.J. Walker then 23 seconds into the second period gave the Yellow Jackets a 2-1 lead. Zach Bannister at the 7:14 mark stretched the lead to 3-1 for Superior, but Leo Bacallo, his 4th of the year on the power play at 17:49, and it is 3-2 UW Superior in the lead. But again, Eau Claire on the power play here late in the second period at Hobbs Ice Arena there. Finals from the NCHA earlier today. Lake Forest beats Adrian 5-3, takes 4 out of 6 points on the weekend. Concordia, Wisconsin splits with MSOE, a 3-2 overtime win. Finlandia, a 6-5 overtime win to split with Lawrence. And it looks like Marion and St. Norbert were scoreless after one. The last I saw, that must have been still scoreless?
Still scoreless. 0-0 in the third period, just beginning.
Just starting the third period there. So we'll keep an eye on that. In the MIAC, some finals. Concordia Moorhead sweeps Bethel 3-2 in overtime. Hamlin leading St. John's 3-1, and Gustavus leading Augsburg 3-1. So could have some standings turmoil there in the MIAC. And again, still no report from St. Olaf and St. Scholastica in Duluth. Pointer men's basketball team in the final 20 seconds at Quant Fieldhouse. They trail Platteville 65-60. This comes after the Pointer women 51-49 winners on the road at Platteville. They will be at Stout on Wednesday. Pointer women's hockey team fell to Eau Claire 6-1 earlier this afternoon, and River Falls has increased their lead over Superior here 9-0 now. That's after a 12-1 win on Thursday night, so they keep on rolling. Here, Stevens Point clinging to a 3-2 lead. 51 seconds of a Skyward power play when we begin period number 3. We'll take a break. We come back. Sean's Pointer Profile with a freshman out of British Columbia, Quentin Hill. That is coming up. 3-2 Stevens Point. Our second intermission rolls on here on the Pointer Sports Network.
TDS Fiber, the future of internet, TV, and phone service, is expanding to more communities. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. That's 10 times faster than 100 meg for cable. Plus,
Quentin Hill's freshman Pointer Profile coming down in 3, 2.
That with cable, powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics.
Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Advanced tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
And welcome everybody back. Tonight we continue with our Pointer hockey coverage and our Pointer profiles here on the Pointer Sports Network. And tonight we get the chance to check in with the freshman forward for
Coquitlam.
Yes, that's going to be a tough one for me. From Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada, Quentin Hill. And Quentin, thanks for taking a couple minutes with me and chatting a little bit about your freshman year. But let's just start off with your freshman season. Been able to get into a game or two here and there, but in the lineup tonight, got to be feeling pretty jacked in a big WIAC matchup tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get back into the lineup. It's been a little bit, but I've just been at practice, working hard and trying to get better every day. So I'm excited to get out there, especially against a team like River Falls, where I'm excited to play.
Now, what were a couple things that you saw last night that you guys need to do better tonight?
I think just sticking to our game plan, staying simple. I think we got away from that at times throughout the game yesterday. So I think, just sticking to the process, and we'll have success by doing that.
Let's talk a little bit about your junior career. Talk a little bit about that, where you came from.
So I was up in Canada. Last year I was with the Selkirk Steelers in the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. And
that was a good experience. I take it that most guys that I talk to, they don't mind juniors. It's a good time.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love my time there in Selkirk. I couldn't have pictured a better spot for me. It was a good spot where I was able to learn and grow, and ultimately led me here. So,
what were a couple things that you took from juniors to pass on to your college career here?
I think something you learn in juniors, especially with a longer season, you have a lot of ups and downs, and I think the biggest thing I learned is just to always believe in yourself throughout that season, because even come here, it's just the same thing. You're going to have some tough games and whatever, but you just got to be able to stick to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's time to start looking at colleges. How did you hear about UW Stevens Point?
Actually, I came in contact with Kriegs near the end of the season, and once I started talking to him, it really became a no-brainer for me to come here. With the historic organization that we have here, and just a team's always in the top rankings, it's really an easy choice to come here.
Did you have any friends you knew on the team, or any connections that you going to your junior buddies and saying, "Hey, I'm thinking about going to Point"? For the most part, I'm assuming it was positive conversations.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I didn't know anybody coming into Stevens Point this year, but the kind of research I did before coming is nothing but positive things, and for me that was just the perfect situation.
And playing in your first game in the first half against UW Stout, you got a taste of the student section, and playing here at Willett Arena. Overall thoughts?
It's crazy. I saw the videos when I was getting recruited and all that, but until you experience it for yourself, there's really nothing like it.
Absolutely, and especially if the students are here, they could really get rocking with the band. It gets the juices flowing, right?
Oh, it's awesome. You can just feel it out on the ice, and I think it goes without saying how much the student section helps us out. Get us going, and we just feed off of it.
What's life like in your hometown? You can say the name of the city again, because I'm going to butcher it.
Coquitlam is how you say it. It's nice. I got my family and friends out there. It's just a beautiful suburb outside of Vancouver, and it's got the outdoors, got hockey, and really that's all you need.
Yeah, absolutely. Roommates?
Oh yeah, I'm downstairs. I live with Cody Moline and Nick Hennigan. They're awesome to me. They really helped me transition. They showed me around town, got me settled in, but I think they like having me. I just clean up after them every now and then. But
what do you guys like to do off the ice in your spare time when you're not working on school?
Down at the house, Cody's got his Nintendo Switch, and we get some pretty intense Mario Kart games going. So we have some fun with that.
Yes, Mario Kart, not my thing anymore. I'll tell you a story after we get done with this. Talk a little bit about school. Your major, I saw in your bio, a finance major here, and what are your future plans after hockey?
I'm a finance major. It's just something that really interests me. Mm-hmm. I don't really have a set plan. Personally, I'd like to be involved in hockey for as long as possible, but then also have that business side to fall back on when playing's over.
We talked about a long junior career or long junior season. You don't have to worry about school. How's that transition? How do you balance, being a full-time student and playing at a pretty premier Division III hockey team that expects and demands a lot out of you?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely a transition. Like you said, junior, it's been a while since I've been in school. It's been about 3 years. Had a little bit of a break. So, I think, as long as you can just stay on top of your work and make sure that you're getting things done on time, it's not too bad.
Thoughts on last night overall? You were up by me?
Yeah, no. It wasn't our best game we've ever played, but we found a way to win, and that's what good teams do. So we'll have to do that again tonight.
Absolutely. What did you guys see on tape today?
Just like I said earlier, just sticking to the simple things, not trying to force things that aren't quite there, and just trying to play fast. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, fast and simple, I think, is the keys for tonight's game, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Best of luck the rest of your freshman year. We'll see you down the road.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that was Quentin Hill from
Coquitlam,
British Columbia, Canada. More Pointer hockey coming up here on this Pointer Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant First Class Mike Parks at 920-279-7527 or visit NationalGuard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics.
Snow Pilot is our winter seasonal. This beer has a tremendous body. The malt feels great. What I like is the nuttiness that it gets from the Maris Otter malt. Pistachio just comes through like you wouldn't believe. It's almost dessert-like. This is absolutely winter beer. And if you ever have a campfire in the middle of winter, this is what you want in your glass. It's just great.
Warm up this winter with a Snow Pilot from Point Brewery.
Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The new and improved online home of the Pointers provides fans with a clean, consistent, and modern experience across all devices. You find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu. All right, we are ready to roll here. 51 seconds remaining on a Skyward power play to begin the third period. And we'll get a
warning on a false start on River Falls
against the Falcons. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 34-16. Pointers have had the better play of it, but have made some colossal mistakes that have let the Falcons hang in there. All right, Brady Smith pulls it back. Nick Aromatario. Can't underestimate how big. Now here's Tyler German. He'll walk in. Now veers back. Looks to center. Nothing there. He'll come around between the circles. Leaves it out high to Brady Smith. He'll fire a shot through. Glove save made by Buchholz. He'll hang on. 32 to go on the Skyward power play. Getting that lead back, Sean, colossal.
Yes. You do not want the Falcons to hang in this and have feel like they have life. Going into the third period. They should. I mean, it got gummed up enough for them only to be down a goal.
Off the face-up, Pointers out high, Smith. Cross ice to Aromatario. Aromatario leaves it. German cycling again, now feeds it. They'll bring it right back. Smith out high, wires a shot, hit a body in front. Falcons have an odd man rush, but instead just clear it. 15 to go. By the way, Sean, consensus is some video evidence. It was a good goal for the Pointers. Is swept out by a Falcon defender stick.
Okay.
Called no goal is the report as the final seconds of the power play tick off. And Sean, I think if your point 5-on-5 for 19 minutes and 3 seconds is how you want this baby to go.
You bet.
Now they'll try to hold it in, but they can't. Fader able to turn it around. Harrison Stewart, to Humberstone, near side. Puck loose in the neutral zone, comes at center ice. Fader with good body position will backhand it deep. Matthew Falls, Andrew Poulias will go dig into the near corner. Humberstone up to get it on the near side. He'll tie it up at the half wall in the near side. Floats it to the far corner. Stewart in there. He'll chip it back deep to Poulias. Tried to center it for Falls. The Falcons work it around. Hits a stanchion. Matthew Falls with it. Boy, came sideways instead of going out. Falcons thought they had cleared the zone. A body slam on the far side of 2 apiece to try to dig it out. Falcons dig it free to Logan Severson on the near side. Now here comes Fletcher Anderson. Shot blockered aside by Buchholz. In the near corner again. Trying to set up Anderson again. He'll come in on the near side. Falcons dig it out. Here comes River Falls. Burke Simpson gets his way there. Wires it around. Gets past Ryan Wagner. Wagner this time on his horse to get back in the net. Comes free to the middle. And it's Hennigan far side. And Humberstone will flip it up off a glove. And it'll roll right in on Buchholz. And he'll cover it up. Take no chances. 17:49 to go in the third. Stevens Point a 3-2 lead.
Well, all the penalties have now cleared out after that little bit of a melee at the end of the second period. So off we go, everybody back to full strength, and here we roll. Still 0-0 in Fond du Lac, Tom, between St. Norbert and Marion.
A grinder
affair on the Olympic sheet.
Nothing. I saw shots were like 2019 after two.
Good.
Oh, Jake Tice with a shot that's blocked aside. Near side it goes. Gunrowski flips it in, and alert stick here with the Pointers, but can't get a shot off. Now read well by Hennigan. He'll flip it off the far glass and in. Puck bouncing around quite a bit here tonight. Near side, Gunrowski around. Tice into the midsection here of Mike Gillette. Hennigan around, far side, pile up there, and it ends up back to Gunrowski. Near side, he'll chip it off the glass, take the safe play. It's a high stick. Be a high stick call here. Tice will let it go in. Falcons wait for it, and Falcons dialing around a little bit. They'll bring it in. Gillette now in on the far side, long range shot. Ryan Wagner covers that one, and Falcons played the little game back there to not touch it, and then all of a sudden, bam, tried to flip it.
So get an offensive zone face-off for the Falcons, and Marion has just scored, Tom, with 7:07 in the third period to go in the game, and the Green Knights trail by 1. UW Superior still up 3-2 over Eau Claire. That game is rolling right along.
Dawson Chirino with some space. Aromatario gets it deep. And Sean Bunting trying to jam it free. Falcons back. Brady Smith able to get it away from a defender. Falcons are off sides here. They'll leap back in to get onside, and kicking it free here on Belisle. And the stick down on the ice of one of the Falcons here. Now turnover, shot fired, and smothered off to the near corner. Smith tried to one-hand it out. Witherspoon will get it. Turned it over right in front of the net. Shot went wide. Boy, Witherspoon just turned and didn't see it. Went right to a defender. Shot fired. Ryan Wagner with a save. Falcons with some sustained pressure here. Passarelli near corner. Brings it out high. Shot through traffic, goes wide. Far side. And Pointers get a break here as it gets by a defender and comes out of the zone. This forward line's been out there for a while. Bunting out of gas and a whistle and an offside. 16:08 to go.
The Falcons had the Pointers completely out of gas and pinned in their own end, and they let them off the hook. Yeah, how much, going back to the NCHA, right? How much is St. Norbert and Adrian waiting for their players to come back? You can make that argument from Hobart and a couple schools out east, getting those key players from the university games back next weekend. How much of a different look will those teams look like?
Yeah, long-range shot in on Wagner, and he hangs on, and now Humberstone in front of the net with Sam Anzai.
I know Adrian still has.
I think the other thing to think about here is we've got some bodies on the Falcon lineup we haven't seen a whole lot of.
And they're shorthanded to start out with.
You know,
he's playing. Coach Freeman's playing his guys.
Tighten things up quite a bit. Now, where the Pointers have, outside of special teams, have pretty much kept things rolling. All right, off the face-off, Falcons come back, but we still got ourselves a one-goal game. Harrison Stewart, good job to play the body here. Jordan Fader tied up by a defender in the near corner, didn't allow for a clear. Now it comes to Harrison Stewart again. Our side, try to shove it out. Falls had it, lost it. Stewart gets it back again. No clean breakout here for the Pointers, as now finally Humberstone will get it. He'll come across on the near side, up the middle to Poulias. They had a 2-on-1. Defender falls down. Fall's going to get there first. He'll drag it. Falcons flip it behind their own net. Logan Severson will try to clear, and he does. Now it's a 3-on-2 for the Falcons. Right wing McGrath brings it in. Oh, Nick Gonrowski stands him up well and gains control of the puck here on the near side. Just took it away from him. Hennigan now back to the near side to Gonrowski, near side to Poulias. That's read well by the Falcons. Comes all the way out. Stevens Point finishing a change here. Boy, Noah Finstrom's been buzzing tonight too. Here's Gonrowski up ahead. He comes. Gonrowski carries it in. Fires his shot. Blockered aside by Buchholz. Near side, Tyler German to the rebound. He'll cycle it along the blue line. Far side pulls up. Feeds it deep to the far corner. Gonrowski ran into some traffic. Here's Noah Finstrom. Try to go to a backhander. Fletcher Anderson to the far corner. Burke Simpson there for the Falcons. Anderson gets it back. Flips it. They'll walk in front. Backhanded shot. Glove save made by Buchholz.
Good move. Good save. Good move by Noah Finstrom to ditch a defender and go to the net. And then a better save by Dean Buchholz just to get the stoppage in play. 4:21 in Fond du Lac. St. Norbert still down 1-0.
And it looks like Eau Claire has scored to get even with Superior. I got no idea how any of these conferences in the West are going to end up.
Nope.
It wouldn't surprise me if anybody makes the tournament. And Buchholz with it.
Yeah.
I mean, the big difference for the Pointers in the past is really the Pointers and Eau Claire on a couple of occasions have put themselves in the position to be in, via the pairwise here, but it's a whole different ball game. And, I mean, you could tell some of these teams down the stretch a year ago knew they had zero shot.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we'll get a whistle and they'll blow it dead again.
Every game down the stretch, every team is going to get ready for the playoffs because they know that carrot is there. And you just look back to a year ago when St. Olaf, a 7 seed in the MIAC, went to the NCAA tournament.
Playing a pretty similar style to this team in red out here.
You bet.
All right, behind
they just
far
got
side,
some great
muscled off. And it is Brady Smith ahead. Falcons send it back deep again. Jake Tice after it. Tice bounced off the play on the near side, and a long-range pass here. Brady Smith will hustle to get there. Whistle and an icing call. 14-14 to go here in the third. Stevens Point, a 3-2 lead. It's never easy.
Nope, not in this conference.
All right, Sherino, Witherspoon, and Bunting. I like this line here.
Yes.
Yes. Bunting, he brings the grit to this line that has been needed. Now Humberstone sends it back. Oh, beautiful job to keep it on side. And Sherino will pick it up, flips it up to himself. Now comes back to the middle. Witherspoon, near side. Humberstone comes in. Diving effort. What a job by Josh Martin to throw a scoring chance. Oh, Sherino, penalty call coming up here against the Falcons. Dawson Sherino, cross check from behind. And Stevens Point, Sean, another crack on the skyward power play. Interference will be the call.
Yeah, 6th power play of the night for the Falcons, or for the Pointers rather, because it'll be Torres going to the box.
Torres will go off. Skyward power play here for the Pointers. Fader, Witherspoon, Poulias, Hennigan, Fletcher Anderson. So this is PP number 1, right?
Yes.
13:53 to go in the third. Another false start.
Who's getting the warning this time, Tom? Is it on the Falcons?
Could have been
or
duo.
Just duo one?
Either, whatever,
no one got a warning?
Now off the face-off, Falcons control it in the near corner, but the Pointers put the clamps on to gain possession. Hennigan just slides past him. Fletcher Anderson hustles back to get. Fletcher scored the game's first goal here. And here comes Hennigan. He'll drag it back. Witherspoon, near side Anderson. Comes in. Fletcher Anderson to the near corner. Rifles it around, but the Pointers badly out of position here and send it all the way back down into their own end. 30 seconds, nothing doing on the skyward power play, the 6th of the night. Oh, Hennigan with an ankle breaker, moves it. Now they'll come up the middle. Poulias fires a shot, comes in down low, right back, little shot to goal. Andrew Poulias is second of the night on the skyward power play. Oh, right up the middle. What a beautiful setup. Stevens Point, a 2-goal lead.
Oh, that was a great breakout, too, out of their own end. All the speed in the world coming through the neutral zone. Little tic-tac-toe between Mick Hennigan and Andrew Poulias coming right down Main Street, slaps it home up and over the shoulder of Buchholz. The Pointers have an all-important 2-goal lead at 4-2.
Tell you what, Andrew Poulias chasing down Connor Witherspoon here.
He is.
That's his 9th of the year, back-to-back for Poulias. 13-12 to go in the third. Stevens Point, a 4-2 lead. Aromatario with it now. He'll feed it ahead for Jake Tice. Ricochets off a defender. Quentin Hill out here for Stevens Point. And back through to the middle. Tice, just out of the reach of Isaac Moberg. They'll lift it up high. Aromatario over his head. First to get it, Mike Gillette. Gillette coming in, shot, save made by Wagner. And no rebound either. So 12:51 to go here in the third. Looks like it's getting late at Marion, still 1-0, and getting late in Eau Claire, 3-3. Face off to the left side of Ryan Wagner. Harrison Stewart around. Pointers with a clean break out here. Quentin Hill. Hill charge in, a shot off a defender, chases it to the far corner. Hill looks to set up. Humberstone slides just wide of him on the near side. Falcons may have numbers here, but Humberstone took the puck away in the neutral zone. Noah Finstrom back covering. He'll hold it, chips it back to Humberstone near side. Back to Finstrom. He'll wire it around the boards to Tice on the far side. It'll come out of the zone. Pointers surrender possession here. Now jumps free. Tyler German had it, lost it. Falcons send it in the right wing. Humberstone, the first to get there for point. Humberstone coming back through the neutral zone here. Dylan Smith went down hard. I did not see what happened there. And he'll come off, and it is Harrison Stewart with it. His stick is out near the blue line on the far side. Harrison Stewart, near side, sends it deep. Finstrom after it. They'll put the brakes on. Fletcher Anderson waiting for it. Anderson and Finstrom with a two-man game here to get control of the puck. They send it out, but cleared back by the Falcons. Logan Severson ahead. Now back the other way. Here comes Belial in. He'll walk it back, firing a shot. Ryan Wagner with a big shoulder save there. Up on the far side. Big save by the Pointer goaltender. Lifted up into the far corner. Finstrom the first to get there. Finstrom with Arseny Smeknov on his back, able to get it free from him. Here comes Aromatario. Aromatario leads the chase in. Aromatario back through to the middle. He'll chase it down to the near corner here. Witherspoon into the corner along with Aromatario. Poked free there momentarily. Chirino is stick lift in the near corner. Now Witherspoon. And the We Want Taco chant coming on here at Willard Arena. You can tell the students are back in town. Yep. Hennigan. Far side, here's Chirino. Dawson Chirino coming. Head, drops it. Bunting, back behind the net. Chirino, back out in front again. Falcons may get possession. Vidrick back the other way. Vidrick around a defender, gets it deep. Gunrowski and Peter Gritdahl in on the far side. Pointers rattle that one around. Near side, it'll come to Joey Foss. He'll fire a shot.
Good
Wagner
save.
with a save. And, oh boy, swiping in front of it. Trying to think it was Vidrick. Tried to redirect, but couldn't get it.
Yeah,
Wags, good save.
Yeah, good save through traffic, through a couple bodies. So the Falcons were able to get some bodies in front of Ryan Wagner. Good job positional. He looks a little bit more on his game here in the first half of the third period.
All right, face off to the left side of Ryan Wagner. Looks like they're headed to overtime at Hobbs.
Okay.
Squirts out. Humberstone will get it here for Stevens Point. Long range pass ahead that Joey Foss plays, and the Falcons look to send it deep again. 10.5 minutes to go in the third. Stevens Point a 4-2 lead. Far side, Matthew Falls. Fanning on it is the Falcons. Falls had it for a minute and then lost it. Now they'll work it in free to the far corner. Down on one knee, Peter Gritdahl. And that allows Stevens Point to get possession of it. Fader waits, now feathers it ahead. Poulius had it, lost it, tried to drag it back with one hand. Humberstone bumped from behind. Pointers run some traffic on the near side, and it's the Falcons that can't get clean entry. So they'll dump it in. Back to get it here is Harrison Stewart. Falls, races his way to the red line, lifts it high to the near corner. Isaac Moberg down near corner. And River Falls sends it out. Quentin Hill with it to Brady Smith. Smith back to Hill. Quentin Hill, game number 2. Behind the net, Isaac Moberg goes to the far corner. Looks to center. Double team there, so he lost the handle on it. Aiden Torres back. Torres in, they'll flip it near side. Falcons centering pass, shot blocked there by Jake Tice out high. Falcons bring it back again. Now they'll fire a shot, another shot blocked by Tice. Another shot, save made by Wagner. Rebound loose and he'll cover.
Oh, watch out here, Tom. Romatario behind the play will get a media timeout.
We'll get the media timeout. 9:27 to go. Stevens Point a 4-2 lead here on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Bring home incredible internet, TV, and phone services with TDS Fiber. Register now at tdsfiber.com/radio. Enjoy cyber-spacious internet speeds up to 1 gig at your home or business. Plus, change the way you watch TV with our whole home DVR. Can't get that with cable. Powerful internet, premium services. Go to tdsfiber.com/radio to register, learn about bonus offers, and more. TDS Fiber available in certain areas. See website for details.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, 9:27 to go in the third. Stevens Point a 4-2 lead. Sean, no max points for either Eau Claire or Superior as they head to overtime.
We'll take that.
And what, Marion under 10 seconds to go?
Yep.
With a 1-0 lead and what, a face-off for the Green Knights?
Green Knights in the offensive end, yep.
We'll keep an eye on that. All right, face-off to the left side of Ryan Wagner. The punters have had some nice setup here tonight. Now the Falcons walk right in. Backhanded shot fought off by Ryan Wagner. Big hit on the far side. Behind the net it goes. Here's Brady Smith. Chips it for Fletcher Anderson. Anderson shoves it up. Not cleared out. Now kicked back down in. Here's Noah Roof coming in. Back to the middle. Shot missed just wide. And where is it? Hung up on the back of the net. Tyler German will get it on the far side. 9 minutes to go. Center ice Finstrom. Chips it to the left wing. Fletcher Anderson out of midair. He gets rocked into the near boards but dragged it into the corner. Finstrom blasts his way in there as well. Oh, they had Hennigan open through the middle. Never saw it. Now Finstrom took it away. Shot! Oh, fought up by Buchholz. Fletcher Anderson to the rebound. Stuck away there by Noah Roof and the Falcons. Now the Pointers prevent the Falcons from getting out cleanly. Roof back the other way. Hennigan will cut in front of him and gain possession of it. Mick Hennigan racing off the boards and out. Far side, 8.5 to go. Here's Hennigan. Mick Hennigan kind of surprises the Falcons here and ducks to the far corner. He'll look to center it toward the side of the net. Shot. Oh, sent back by Buchholz with a stick. Off the glass and out. Gonrowski back to get it for Stevens Point. Nick Gonrowski cycling near wall for Sean Bunting just out of his reach. Falcons trying to spring. Jack Kilroy here. He'll come in. Near side. Kilroy shot. Wagner save. No rebound. And Marion has beaten St. Norbert, huh?
They take
4 out of 6.
4 out of 6 points.
All right.
From the Green Knights. Gift to Aurora.
And Aurora is saying
thank you.
8:11 to go here in the third. Augsburg had scored a couple in the third to get level with Gustavus as well. Face off to the right side of Ryan Wagner. Poulius wins the draw. Pointers around the boards. Fader hammered on the near side. Humberstone lowers the boom. Here's Matthew Falls. Ooh, linesman goes down hard on the near side. And a big hit here on a freight train on the near side along the near boards. Back in. Falls getting hammered from behind. And they'll push it free. Here's Humberstone. Feeds it. Harrison Stewart walks a defender. Chip back. Penalty call coming up here against the Falcons. Here's Falls firing a shot. Oh, it hit Buchholz. Came out, is there, but a whistle and a slashing call against the Falcons. And Stevens Point, Sean, again to the skyward power play, as this time it is Peter Gritdahl.
7 power. This will be their 7th power play of the night.
Holy smokes. I don't know how you make that slashing call, Sean, with everything else that was going on in that scrum. But, hey, whatever. Slashing call to the Falcons. Stevens Point in the power play. Peter Gritdahl off. 7:39 to go in the third. Stevens Point a 4-2 lead. Brady Smith. Far side. Now Finstrom shot and a goal. Oh, what a setup. Noah Finstrom outside. Blisters one past Buchholz on the skyward power play. Stevens Point a 5-2 lead.
Good play there.
Noah Finstrom, Sean, he's been buzzing all night. He got off to a really great start early. Kind of been waiting his time. He was one of those guys that out of the lineup, coach's decision type deal, and back in now. And second power play goal of the night for the Pointers, a 3-goal lead here. Isaac Moberg. Logan Severson near side. He'll get it deep. Brady Smith back to get it around. Quentin Hill tried to clear it out. Falcons send it right back. Look to center. Broken up. Hill. Good body play on the far side to poke it free. Aromatario back to get it. Nick Aromatario. He will come out with speed. Aromatario near side. Carries it in. Looks to center. Defender on him. Now he'll go deep to the near corner behind the net. Moberg. Isaac Moberg turns. Fires a shot. Buckholz a save and no rebound. 7:03 to go here in period number 3. Stevens Point had a 3-2 lead. So Noah Finstrom from Dawson Chirino and Brady Smith at 12:27. Shots on goal now 43-25 in favor of the Pointers. I believe, Sean, their season high for a game is 49. Face off to the left side of Buckholz. Matthew Falls, now Poulias, Fader on the near side. Falcons lifted up high, glove down by Poulias. He'll play it back, but a whistle and played with a high stick. I think he said he played it with his hand. So, we'll see. He'll come near side and played with we're going to get actually it's a penalty, Sean. Oh. Matthew Falls, a high sticking call is what it is. And the Falcons, 6:54 to go. Not dead yet. So, Sean, the top, let's see here, top 5 teams in the NCHA?
Yes.
Nobody with a point. Of course, Trine and Aurora are off, but we'll see. All right, off the face-off, Stevens Point with it. Long range. And Buckholz calling for icing, but forgetting that they're on the power play here. Jordan Fader lurking for it. Here come the Falcons. On the power play, now they bring it back in. Fader got a piece of it. Didn't get a clean break out there. Spinning with it, Alex Davis. 6.5 to go. 5-2 is the Stevens Point lead. The lead pass comes in. Billy Fetchko sets it up. Feeds it back near side. McGrath shoves it cross ice. Alex Davis gathers it in. He'll go deep to the far corner to Burke Simpson. Now they'll come in. Shot shouldered away by Wagner. Maybe a piece of it with the blocker. Up the near side. McGrath at the point. McGrath. Half wall in the near side to Fetchko. Back through to the far side. Bouncing puck. Finstrom saw an angle there. Now it comes in. And a bouncing puck. They whiff on it. Jordan Fader with a hustling play. Hammers it and it goes up and out of play. We'll get a whistle. 6:02 to go. John, dare I see a Josh Daly jersey in the front row there in the near corner?
I think so.
All right. All right, face off to the left side now of Ryan Wagner. 44-25 now the shots in favor of the Pointers. Brady Smith will get it, pokes it to German. He'll draw a defender and then lift it. Falcons, Dylan Smith got a stick on it, but not enough. That goes down the length of the ice. 5:50 to go, 50 seconds remaining in the Falcon power play. German got a piece of it through center ice. Brady Smith had it, lost it. Falcons get it back on the far side. Out to the point, Noah Roof. Out to the point again, trying to get free for a shot. Onside now, far side, Smith will get it. He will hammer it down the length of the ice. 4 fresh penalty killers here for the Pointers with 25 seconds to go. Sean Bunting after takes it away right to the side of the net, and then 2 defenders run into each other. Now again, this time it's Quentin Hill. Oh boy, 2 guys looking for their first career goals here out there, killing penalties for the Pointers. Near side. Falcons only had 4 skaters out there for a long time. Sent down again. Under 5 to go here in the third. Stevens Point. Back-to-back goals from Poulias. And Noah Finstrom in the power play. Now back to 5 aside. McGrath walks through Humberstone. Near side comes, has a trailer, never saw it. Thought about a wraparound, swung it through. Sean Bunting going to get it. He'll pull it back, and it goes up into the roof, and we'll get a whistle. 4:38 to go here in the third. Stevens Point, Sean, with a 5-2 lead.
Face-off will come back down in the Pointer defensive end. So Poulias at 6:46 on the power play. Jordan Fader, Mick Hennigan get the assist, and then Noah Finstrom at 12:27 as that will be his 6th of the year. Chirino and Brady Smith get the assist.
See if you can bring that Eau Claire video back up here, because it looks like they've gone to the shootout.
Okay.
So a big point at stake here. We'll keep an eye on that. Face off to the left side of Ryan Wagner. Long range shot to the far corner. Brady Smith will get it and then blew a tire. Far side it goes. And behind the net. Now it's Aromatario near side. Fletcher Anderson freight trained on the near side. Lost the handle on it. Here's Aromatario. Back the other way. Noah Finstrom went off awkwardly here, and he's having a hard time getting back to the bench. Aromatario behind the net. Now up far side. German with a hit. And it's Brady Smith skating along the near side. Brady Smith near side, and they'll reset. Half ball on the near side. Witherspoon shakes a defender. Connor Witherspoon walks around a defender, walks between the circles, tripped up on the play. And a couple of howls here from the crowd, and bouncing puck comes back up. Brady Smith sends it back. Chirino off the far wall brings it in, and he is lambasted. Got it free, walking in, a wraparound try. That's deflected off, and comes out high to Gunrowski. Gunrowski cross ice to Hennigan. Gathers it in. Hennigan dumps it to the far corner. Chirino right in front. Witherspoon couldn't pull the trigger. Out high to Gunrowski. Far side, one-timer by Hennigan. A rocket, rebound backhanded, push just wide. Witherspoon to the rebound behind the net. Pointers keeping on the pressure here. To the side of the net now. Chirino ties it up and still tries to keep going to Witherspoon. Chirino flips it out to Gunrowski. 3:15 to go. Hennigan, a one-timer. That's blocked. Jordan Rue down to the rebound. Rue out there with Chirino. Here comes Andrew Poulias out. Poulias looking for the hat trick as they'll change up. Still tying it up. Jordan Rue doing some heavy lifting here. Far side, but the Falcons scored it free, and they'll come back the other way. Cleared out to the near side. Matthew Falls after it, allows Harrison Stewart to get it. Stewart ahead to Poulias. Right wing brings it in. Fluttering puck there. Got it to Falls. Fires a shot. Buchholz a save. Rebound there. Jordan Fader coming to the net, but Buchholz covers with 2:49 to go.
Getting back to basics for the Pointers, getting everything deep and controlling this game in the last 5 minutes with the puck possession. Trying to take the air right out of this thing and finish strong. I think the shootout, Tom's, I believe, just about ready to start at Hobbs.
Gustavus Shawn has beaten Augsburg 4-3. Now a shot smothered in the far face-off circle. Cleared out momentarily. Now the Falcons poke it. This should be an icing call.
They waved it off.
Waved it off right away. Harrison Stewart will get it. Good hustling job there. Matthew Falls bouncing it around. Far side. Falls, good long reach came in, but it comes free. Long range shot there is deflected near side. Fader will get it. Tried to jam it out. Changed direction. Ryan Wagner with a save. A bouncing puck to the side of the net is fed out. Matthew Falls able to clear it out up the far side. 2:15 to go here. Pointers have done a pretty good job down the stretch here in the third period to have this 3-goal lead. Harrison Stewart reverses up far side to Falls. Falls clips it ahead right into the midsection of Connor McGrath. Falls with a reach, stopped it, kept it going. Falls brings it back, shoves it ahead. Jake Tice carries it in, chips it around a defender to the side of the net near corner. Body played there, under 2 minutes to go. Stevens Point a 5-3 lead. Near side, centering pass comes. Quentin Hill. Long range shot. Buchholz with a save, and he'll smother it with 1:44 to go here in the third.
The offensive zone face-off, and that's Hamlin. Did Hamlin beat St. John's tonight?
Hamlin beat St. John's
4-1. St. John's led the MIAC coming into tonight.
So that means, pending the outcome of St. Scholastica, Saints could be in first place. Go figure. Far face-off circle. Falcons look to dig it out. They will. Brady Smith, however, interrupts that. Aromatario back to get it. Here's Nick Aromatario. Feeding it away. Isaac Moberg on the far side. Took a licking, but got it deep. How many times have we said that this weekend? St. Scholastica beats St. Olaf. They're in first place. Near side. Hammered around up high. Where is it? Falcons with it. And it gets hung up in the linesman.
Did it get him in the face?
Jason Peters has had a rough night here. He caught that one up high. It goes deep to the far corner with 1:10 to go. Is he leaking oil?
A little bit.
A little bit.
It's coming
He
now.
looks a little wobbly here on the near side. Here's Sean Bunting in for Stevens Point. Far side, 1 minute to go here, Stevens Point. And round through to the neutral zone. Gunrowski to Tyler German on the far side. Big hit by German as he and Matt Clark collide. 45 seconds to go. Chirino takes it away right in front of the net. Bounced off there. Coming down, Sean Bunting tried to set him up. Knocked down in the play. Gunrowski swats at it. Can't keep it. He'll pull it back. Here's Mick Hennigan with it. Sean, this is a... And Jason Peters took it again up on the far side. Hennigan now pokes it there.
He's bleeding too, Tom.
And, boy, Coach Krieger up on the bench here. I don't think he likes something that happened behind the play. I did not see it. Here's Jordan Fader in on the far side. Power move to the net. Swatted it out.
Penalty
cleared out.
Tom.
And now what do we have? Now to the side of the net, Sean Bunting. And now he's getting hammered behind the net between two Falcons. And now it falls in their hand. Yep. Last thing you want here, Sean, is to just get it out. And Matthew Falls just got to skate away here. Just get out of here. You got 8.2 seconds.
Yeah.
And Jason Peters has come off here to the training. Yeah, Sean, he took that one right in the mouth.
Yep.
Oof. So they'll tend to him. And now, so we'll see. Slashing call coming to the Falcons. No Mike Gillette. So, near side, we'll see.
They're going to put Fader in the box, Tom, I believe.
All right, Tyler Krieger is fired up. I did not see what happened.
He's absolutely barking at Steve Freeman about something behind the play that happened about probably 25 seconds ago or so. He's saying that River Falls is running at some of the forwards and he's protecting his players.
All right, 8.2 seconds remaining, and
that's about as hot as you see Tyler. Yeah, he is cool as a cucumber on the bench, and for him to come down and
we've got a 5-minute major up on the board here against Mike Gillette. So, Pointers Tyler German fires a shot, deflected, near side, Ganrowski. They will feed it, and that is going to do it. Sean, this is a veteran weekend here. Stevens Point sweeps the Falcons and puts a stranglehold on first place in the WIAC.
Yep, get the 6 points. So, get the 6 points and head to Eau Claire for a big matchup with the Blue Golds. They won in a shootout tonight against Superior.
Oh boy!
And the officials need to watch this here.
Yeah,
see, they are barking at each other.
Steve Freeman and Tyler Krieger. And boy.
Well, Steve Freeman needs to get away from the scores table. Yep. He's got no...
Steve Freeman is having an argument here. He was trying to ask about how many penalties called against him, and we'll see. So, all right. But the Pointers, more importantly, Sean, get 2 wins here. And we will see. Stevens Point gets the win. So... And I'm not 100% certain here, shootout-wise, if we can tell. Oh, here we go.
Yep, Eau Claire won.
Eau Claire wins the shootout 2-1. So Stevens Point will have a 5. Let's see here. So that means Eau Claire with 2 points hops up to 14. So Superior will have 7. So Stevens Point a 5-point lead heading into that Wednesday game, Sean. And that means... Yeah, and now I tell you what, this is 2 classy coaches here that just come back and say, "Hey,
yep,
you know,
they got a little
the moment, got it better, and said it there and said." So we'll see.
And I wonder if that 5-minute major, if he's wondering if there's a disqualification in that.
No, and I tell you what, Steve Freeman is also over here apologizing to the folks working the box here. You know, I think his argument is the penalty call swung big time to the Falcons here, and less than thrilled nonetheless. All right, Pointers get the win, and you can exhale now, Sean. Is that kind of how you feel here?
Yeah, you just kind of survived the weekend, right?
Absolutely. So, all right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. See, Coach Krieger will get up here, and Get you set for a big matchup on Wednesday. Stevens Point beats River Falls 5-2. We'll come back to tell you about it here on the Pointers Sports Network. This is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
In guys' hair, game day is every day. That's why the expert stylist at Sport Clips Haircuts study their playbooks with a fine-toothed comb.
Taylor, square-faced wavy hair. What's the play?
1/8 inch mid-fade to 1 inch texture top with finishing details with a hard part and a tapered neckline, Coach.
Nice.
The Sport Clips stylist, they know no two guys are ever alike, unless they're twins. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Show off your Pointer pride with the Affinity Debit Card exclusively from U.S. Bank. The Affinity Debit Card isn't just for students. Parents, alumni, faculty, and other fans can show their spirit too. Visit usbank.com/UWSP to get your Pointer Affinity Debit Card today. Or visit the campus branch location in the Dreyfus University Center Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point.
The Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, joined by the head coach of the Pointers, Tyler Krieger, and another ho-hum Saturday night at the Willett here, huh, Coach? It's a veteran win for your fellas here tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. I thought our guys had a great response, sticking with the game plan, just staying inside the glass, sticking with our own game plan, not getting caught into the stuff, and it was a good effort by a lot of guys. I thought we turned the tide. In the second period, we could have had 3 or 4 more. But then, we come out in the third with a 1-goal lead, and that's been our nemesis a little bit lately. And I thought, again, we talked about it before the game about the power play last night in the third period to put it away. I mean, that's what our power play did today, and that's what you need at this point in the year.
And the kind of goals you scored here tonight, where if you run the system and do what you should and be responsible for yourself, you'll put the puck in the net, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's it. We just got to possess it a little more. We're still trying to make that first play through the middle of the ice that maybe not be there once we get in the offensive zone and not sustaining that pressure. But we had oodles of chances.
And I thought your response here tonight to everything that came your way, no matter what, goals getting waved off, whatever it was, they'd come back, you'd come back and count. The counter punch all weekend.
Yeah, all weekend.
Went a long way to you getting 6 points here this weekend.
Yeah, talk about momentum shifts after goals either way. After I don't know if it was their first or second goal, we came back and popped one right away. Those are big shifts. Those are big momentum shifts. When you're out there, you gotta take advantage of those and use it in the right way.
Sean Bunting, I know, is getting his legs under him, but that kid's buzzing, isn't he?
He's a beast. Got to love to do his game. 4 games under his belt now. He's the best he's yet ahead of him.
You had a lot of guys that really brought it out here, and in some spots here. Jordan Rue and Quentin Hill out there killing penalties for you at times, and all hands on deck is what it takes, right?
Yeah, it is, and it doesn't get any easier from here on out. Got a big week coming up with 3 games. That's going to be 3 wars. And
having those bodies available to you in general here, especially when you're playing here. What are you playing? 5 games in 8 days, or what it is? That really does help here. And I'll tell you what, your senior goaltender, I know for sure he'd won one back, but he battled through to get what you needed out of him between the pipes too. We don't talk much about defensively here, but as your D go, Nick Gonarowski with a nice play to set up there. I thought they played short-handed for a little bit there for a while, but your D were good tonight too.
Yeah, they're very good. Wags made some big saves there. After that, settled in and shut the fort down. I thought it was a good team effort. A lot of good energy on the bench. They kept me calm at the end of the game, which is always nice.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, Stevens Point, 5-2. I know we're just about to get the final box score over here.
I think they were trying to get those penalties at the end.
So we're almost done. So it is we'll see if we can get you a quick recap here as we shall see what it is. And All right, here is very quickly here. We'll read Fletcher Anderson is 5th of the year, 15-22 of the first from Tyler German. It was Billy Fetchko answering at 3:13 of the second for the Falcons. His 6th of the year, assisted by Joey Foss and Connor McGrath. Connor Witherspoon then, Sean. Boy, beautiful. First of a couple that were just absolutely beautiful setups. Witherspoon is 10th of the year from Sean Bunting and Nick Gunrowski. But the Falcons, Dylan Smith into an empty net after Ryan Wagner got tangled up in the corner. Smith is 6th of the year unassisted. The Falcons back to 2-2, but then Pointers with a big-time answer. Nick Gunrowski set up Andrew Pulias, his 8th of the year at 18:36. That's really where things began to swing firmly into control of the Pointers here. Pulias then answered on the Skyward power play at 6:46 of the third from Jordan Fader and Mick Hennigan, and Noah Finstrom finished things off, his 6th of the year on the Skyward power play at 12:27. Dawson Chirino, Brady Smith get the assist. Stevens Point outshoots the Falcons 14-10 in the third and 48-26 for the game here, Sean. That is one off the Stevens Point team high of 49 that came against Northland earlier in the year. Power play wise, the Falcons 0 for 5 on the power play, credited with 4 shots. Stevens Point goes 2 for 8 on the Skyward power play. 13 shots on goal for the Pointers here tonight. Dean Buchholz made 12 third period saves. He had a game total of 43. Ryan Wagner gets the win for the Pointers. Steady as she goes for Wags, right?
Yep.
10 third period saves for a game total of 24. And let's see here, 53% of the faceoffs won by the Pointers here. And Sean, the other thing we'll look at here, the Mike Gillette penalty at the end was a 5-minute major for face masking. That's one of those automatic things. If you grab the face mask, it is an automatic 5-minute major. So that's what that is. No disqualification penalty on there. But, penalty-wise here, River Falls, 12 penalties for 27 minutes. Stevens Point, 9 for 18. That's a season high for the Pointers as well. All right, other finals. It is Stout beating Northland 4-2, and it is officially a 2-2 tie in the books, but it is what? Eau Claire taking the shootout by a count of 2-1. So, Sean, heading into the Wednesday matchup, you put yourself in position. Stevens Point atop the WIC with 22 points. Superior with 17. Stout with 16. Eau Claire with 14. River Falls with 5. And Northland with 4 points. Sean, if the Pointers could beat Eau Claire on Wednesday night, they would head into the Stout weekend with an 8-point lead in the standings. And that's, 6 is the magic number.
Yes,
8's even better. So
8's even better, yep.
We will even see, and to get the road to the NCAA tournament to run through here Willett Arena, that's mission number 1. All right, Sean, we got a tough job here. We got to pick our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. I'm going to give a honorable mention here to Nick Gunrowski with a couple of assists here tonight, but I think Andrew Pulias with a couple of big goals here. Got him the lead back, and then the power play goal to open the third to get a 2-goal lead. 2 goals tonight for Andrew Pulias, and I thought he was good this weekend. Had a couple last night too, right? Or one last night.
Yes, he did. Yep.
So if you're okay with that, that's what we'll say. Andrew Pulias, our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. All right, that's going to do it. Hope you'll join us on Wednesday night. Pointers at Eau Claire at Hobbs Ice Arena. 6:45 our pregame coverage. Opening face-off at 7. Let's do it again, huh, partner?
Yeah.
Good weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good weekend. Great crowd here as well. Stevens Point wins at 5-2 as they sweep the Falcons and put a stranglehold on first place. For Sean McMahon, I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. This has been UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Stevens Point Brewery, General Beer, also by Papa John's, the National Guard, TDS Fiber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Len Dudas Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins in Stevens Point, Sport Clips, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Auto Select, Pizza Ranch, Coca-Cola, and BSN Sports Under Armour. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.